Bedtime Meditation. Welcome, dear friend. I'm so glad you're here. Tonight, you've given yourself the gift of rest, and together, we're going to guide your body and mind into the deep, peaceful sleep you deserve. Go ahead and settle into your bed now. Let your body sink in a mattress beneath you. There's nowhere else you need to be, nothing else you need to do. This time is just for you. Technique 1. Progressive body awareness. As you lie here, I want you to imagine that you're slowly dimming the lights in a house at the end of a long day. We're going to move through your body, room by room, turning off the lights and letting everything settle into peaceful darkness. Let's begin with your feet. Notice your feet resting against the bed. Without changing anything, just notice them. Now, imagine a soft, warm light glowing there. And as you exhale, watch that light gently dim, until your feet are resting in comfortable darkness. Feel them becoming heavy, like two smooth stones sinking into warm sand. Your ankles and calves, notice any sensation there. Another gentle light. And as you breathe out slowly, that light dims too. Your lower legs are growing heavy, peaceful, completely at rest. Your knees and thighs, feel them supported by the bed. The light there is dimming with each slow breath you take. Your legs are becoming so wonderfully heavy now, as if they're melting into the mattress. You might notice they feel twice as heavy as they did just a moment ago. Your hips and lower back, let them soften. The light dims there too. Feel your whole lower body now, peaceful and still, held perfectly by the bed beneath you. Technique 2. Conscious breathing with visualization. Now, let's turn our attention to your breath. Don't try to change it. Just notice it for a moment. Feel the cool air as it enters your nose and the warm air as it leaves. I want you to imagine now that you're breathing in the softest moonlight. This moonlight is silver and gentle, and it carries with it a quality of deep calm. As you breathe in, imagine this cool, silver moonlight flowing into your body, filling your chest, bringing peace with it. And as you breathe out, imagine you're releasing a soft gray mist. This mist carries away any tension, any thoughts, any worries from your day. Just let them go with each out-breath, drifting away like smoke on a gentle breeze. Breathe in the silver moonlight. Cool, calm, peaceful. Breathe out the gray mist, releasing, letting go, softening. With each breath, the moonlight fills more of your body. It's flowing down your arms now, all the way to your fingertips. It's moving up into your shoulders, your neck, your face. You're becoming luminous and calm, filled with gentle, peaceful light. Technique 3. Countdown body scan. Let's continue to dim the lights in your body. We're going to count down from 10, and with each number, you'll feel yourself sinking deeper into comfort, deeper into relaxation. 10. Your chest and belly, rising and falling with each easy breath. Feel them becoming soft, the light dimming there. 9. Your shoulders, releasing down away from your ears. So much tension we carry here, and now it's melting away. 8. Your upper back, supported by the bed. Let it soften and spread wide. 7. Your arms, growing heavy and warm, from your shoulders down to your elbows. 6. Your forearms and wrists becoming loose and limp, all the way down to your fingertips. 5. You're halfway there now. Your hands, letting them rest exactly where they are. Nothing to hold on to, nothing to grip. 4. Your neck, perhaps the most hard-working part of your body. Let it soften. Let your head become heavy on the pillow. 3. Your jaw, unclenching. Let there be a little space between your teeth. Your lips, soft and still. 2. Your eyes, resting gently beneath closed lids. Your forehead, smooth and peaceful. 1. Your entire scalp, the crown of your head, releasing all tension. Your whole body is now dim, quiet, and completely at rest. Technique 4. Safe haven visualization. Now, I want you to imagine you're in the most comfortable, safe place you can think of. This might be a real place you know, or somewhere that exists only in your imagination. It doesn't matter which. Perhaps you're in a cozy cabin with a fireplace crackling softly in the corner. Maybe you're lying in a hammock under a star-filled sky. Or perhaps you're in a peaceful bedroom with moonlight streaming through the window. Wherever you are, notice the details. What colors do you see in this place? What sound can you hear? Is there a gentle breeze? The sound of distant waves? The quiet of falling snow? In this place, you are completely safe, completely protected. Nothing can disturb you here. This is your sanctuary, your haven. Feel the perfect temperature of this place against your skin. Notice how your body is perfectly supported here, every part of you held in complete comfort. You might see someone you love sitting nearby, watching over you with care. Or you might be peacefully alone. Either way, you are safe, you are calm, you are exactly where you need to be. As you rest in this beautiful place, feel gratitude for your body. This body that carries you through each day, that's working right now to restore and heal you as you sleep. Thank it for all it does. And know that tonight, as you drift off to sleep, your only job is to rest. Your body knows how to sleep. You've done it thousands of times before. You don't need to try or force anything. Just let yourself float. Let yourself drift. Let yourself sink into the deep, restorative sleep that's waiting for you. Your breathing is slow and steady. Your body is heavy and warm. Your mind is beginning to wander into that peaceful space between waking and sleeping. And when you're ready, in your own time, let yourself slip gently into sleep. Peaceful, calm, safe, drifting, sinking, sleeping. Technique 5. Tension release with ocean waves. As you rest here in your safe, peaceful place, I want you to imagine that you're lying on a warm beach. The sand beneath you is soft and perfectly molded to your body's shape. And nearby, you can hear the gentle rhythm of waves rolling onto the shore. Listen to them now. In your mind's ear, hear the soft whisper of water meeting sand. With each wave that rolls in, imagine it's bringing you deeper relaxation. And with each wave that rolls out, it's carrying away anything you no longer need. Now, as you listen to these waves, I want you to notice if there's any remaining tension anywhere in your body, perhaps in your shoulders, or your jaw, or your belly. Just notice it, without judgment. As the next wave rolls in, breathe in deeply, and intentionally tighten that area where you feel tension. Hold it, and as the wave rolls back out, release completely. Let go. Feel that tension wash away with the retreating water. Let's do this again. Another wave approaches. Breathe in, and gently tense your shoulders, lifting them up toward your ears. Hold, and release. Let them drop and soften as the wave retreats. Feel the tension flowing out of your body, pulled away by the water. One more time. A wave rolls in. Breathe in and gently tense your face, scrunching all your features toward the center. Hold, and let it all go as the wave rolls back out. Your face becomes smooth, soft, peaceful as still water. Now just rest. Let the waves continue their eternal rhythm, but you don't need to do anything anymore. Just listen. Each wave is rocking you gently, lulling you deeper into comfort, deeper into peace. In and out, in and out. The waves continue, and you're drifting with them, floating, peaceful, safe. Technique 6. The Grateful Heart Meditation. As you float here, so relaxed and peaceful, I'd like you to bring your attention to your heart. Not the physical heart, but the center of your chest, where you feel warmth and love and gratitude. Imagine there's a soft, golden glow there, right in the center of your chest. It's warm and gentle, like candlelight flickering in the darkness. Now, think of something small from your day that you're grateful for. It doesn't need to be big or profound. Perhaps it was a warm cup of coffee, or the feeling of clean sheets, or a kind word from someone. Just one small thing. As you think of this, notice how that golden light in your chest glows a little brighter. It expands slightly, and you feel its warmth spreading. Think of another thing you're grateful for. Maybe it's the roof over your head tonight, keeping you safe and dry, or the pillow beneath your head, or simply the fact that you're here, alive, breathing, resting. The golden light grows warmer, brighter. It's spreading now through your chest, down into your belly, up into your shoulders. One more thing. Perhaps you're grateful for your body, even with all its imperfections, carrying you through another day. Or for this moment of peace you've created for yourself. Or for the promise of sleep and renewal that lies ahead. The golden light is expanding now, filling your entire body. You are glowing from within with gratitude and peace. This warmth is so comforting, so soothing. It's like being wrapped in the softest blanket on the coldest night. Let yourself bask in this feeling. Let gratitude and peace fill every cell of your body. And as you do, feel yourself becoming even heavier, even more relaxed, sinking deeper into the bed, ready for sleep. Technique 7. Color breathing for deep rest. Now, let's return to your breath for a moment. It's been flowing so naturally, so easily this whole time. I want you to imagine that you can breathe in colors, and that each color brings you a gift. First, breathe in the deepest, richest blue you can imagine. This is the blue of twilight, the blue of deep ocean waters. This blue brings you tranquility and calm. Breathe it in, let it fill your lungs, and breathe out any restlessness, watching it fade to mist and disappear. Now breathe in soft lavender, the color of peaceful sleep. This lavender is soothing and gentle, and it brings you serenity. Breathe it in, let it flow through your body, and breathe out any lingering thoughts, letting them drift away like clouds. Now breathe in deep indigo, the color of midnight. This indigo brings you the gift of deep, restorative rest. Breathe it in, feel it settling into your bones, and breathe out any resistance to sleep, any part of you that's still trying to stay alert. You don't need to be alert anymore. It's safe to let go. And finally, breathe in the softest gray, like the gentle fog of early morning. This gray brings you the gift of surrender. Breathe it in, let your whole body soften, and breathe out any effort. Stop trying. Stop doing. Just be. Now let your breathing return to its natural rhythm. But notice how you're surrounded by these beautiful colors. They're wrapping around you like a cocoon, keeping you safe, helping you rest, guiding you towards sleep. Technique 8. The descending staircase. You're doing so beautifully. Your body is so relaxed now, so ready for sleep. I want you to imagine that you're standing at the top of a beautiful staircase. This staircase leads down to the most peaceful place imaginable. At the bottom of these stairs is perfect sleep waiting for you. There are 10 steps. As we count them down, you'll feel yourself moving deeper and deeper into relaxation, closer and closer to sleep. 10. You take the first step down. The staircase is soft beneath your feet, perhaps carpeted in deep velvet. You feel yourself sinking slightly with each step. 9. Another step down. You're moving away from the waking world now, descending into peace. 8. Deeper still. Notice how the light is becoming softer, dimmer, more conducive to sleep. 7. Halfway down now. Your body is feeling so heavy, so relaxed. Your eyelids are so heavy. 6. Down another step. Any thoughts that arise simply float away like bubbles, drifting up and away as you descend. 5. You can see the bottom now. Just a few more steps. You can feel the pull of sleep, welcoming you, calling you down. 4. Your breathing is so slow now, so deep. Each exhale takes you down another step. 3. Almost there. You're in that beautiful space between waking and sleeping, floating, drifting. 2. One more step. Let yourself go. Let yourself sink. There's nothing to hold on to. 1. You've reached the bottom. And here, in this place, there is only sleep. Deep, peaceful, restorative sleep. Let yourself dissolve into it now. Let yourself become the darkness, the silence, the peace. You are safe. You are calm. You are sleeping. 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 Technique 9. Body as landscape. As you rest here, so deeply relaxed, I want you to imagine your body transforming into a peaceful landscape at night. Your legs are becoming gentle hills, rolling and soft, covered in moss and long grass that sways in the evening breeze. These hills are ancient and still, and they've been resting here for thousands of years. Feel that same timeless stillness in your legs now. Your torso is a quiet valley, sheltered and protected between the hills. In this valley, a slow river flows. This is your breath, winding peacefully through the landscape, meandering without hurry, without destination, just flowing, flowing, the way rivers have flowed since the beginning of time. Your arms are 2 paths leading away from the valley, disappearing into the soft darkness. They lead nowhere in particular. There's no need to follow them. They simply exist, peaceful and undisturbed. Your chest is a meadow where wildflowers grow. With each breath, these flowers sway gently, bending with the wind, resilient and calm. Your heartbeat is like the footsteps of a deer, soft and steady, crossing this meadow in the dark. And your head is the night sky itself. Vast, open, infinite. Thoughts drift across this sky like distant clouds, but the sky itself remains unchanged. Let the clouds pass. You are the sky, not the clouds. Deep, dark, expansive, peaceful. This landscape is settling into night now. Everything is becoming still. The hills are motionless. The valley is quiet. The paths are empty. The meadow is calm. And the sky grows darker, darker, filled with the promise of rest. You are this landscape, and this landscape is sleeping. Technique 10. The Melting Meditation. Now, imagine that your body is made of the softest wax, like a candle that's been burning all day. The flame has been extinguished now. The day is done, and the wax is beginning to melt. Start with your feet. Feel them beginning to soften, to melt, spreading out across the bed like warm honey. They're losing their shape, becoming liquid, flowing into the mattress beneath you. Your legs, melting now too. Your calves and thighs, softening, dissolving, becoming warm and liquid. There's no structure anymore, no bones, no muscles. Just warmth, just softness, melting down, down, down. Your hips and lower back, melting, spreading wide across the bed. You're becoming part of the bed now, inseparable from it. You don't know where your body ends and the mattress begins. Your belly and chest, softening, melting. Your ribcage becoming fluid. Your internal organs, all floating peacefully in this warm liquid state. Nothing solid, nothing tense. Just melting, dissolving, letting go. Your arms, from your shoulders down to your fingertips, melting like wax in the sun. Warm, soft, spreading out. Your hands are pools of warmth. Your shoulders and neck, the last places that hold on. But now, even they're surrendering, melting, releasing, flowing down into the pillow, into the bed. Your face, your jaw, your cheeks, your eyes, your forehead, all melting. Your features becoming soft and indistinct. Your head is sinking into the pillow like wax melting into fabric. You are completely liquid now, completely formless. You've let go of shape, of structure, of solidity. You are warm, peaceful, flowing, melted. And in this melted state, sleep comes so easily. Because there's nothing left to hold on to, nothing left to control. You've dissolved into rest itself. Technique 11. The Garden of Sleep. In your mind's eye, see yourself walking through a beautiful garden at twilight. This is the Garden of Sleep, and it exists only for you. The path beneath your feet is soft moss, cushioning each step. On either side of the path grow flowers that bloom only at night. Moonflowers, pale and luminous. Night-blooming jasmine, filling the air with sweet fragrance. As you walk deeper into this garden, you notice that with each step, you're becoming more relaxed, more peaceful, more ready for sleep. You pass a fountain where water trickles softly, the sound like gentle whispers. The water is dark and still, reflecting the first stars appearing in the sky above. You continue walking, and the path leads you to a grove of ancient trees. Their branches create a canopy overhead, and beneath them, you find the most comfortable bed you've ever seen. It's made from clouds and moonbeams, and every soft thing you've ever touched. This bed is calling to you. It's been waiting for you all day, prepared just for you. You lie down in this bed in the Garden of Sleep, and immediately, you feel the garden beginning to care for you. The trees are watching over you like guardians. The flowers are releasing their calming scent just for you. The fountain's trickling is a lullaby. The garden knows what you need, and what you need is sleep. Deep, healing, peaceful sleep. The garden is darkening now. Night is falling completely, and you are safe here, protected here, held by this sacred space. Let the garden cradle you. Let it rock you gently into sleep. Technique 12. Counting breaths into dreams. Now, we're going to count your breaths, but this time, with each breath, you'll sink deeper into the border country between waking and dreaming. Breathe in 1 and out. You're at the edge now, the very edge of sleep. Breathe in 2 and out. The waking world is fading, becoming less real, less important. Breathe in 3 and out. You might notice your thoughts becoming stranger, more dreamlike. This is good. This is the way. Breathe in 4 and out. You're not sure anymore if you're awake or asleep. It doesn't matter. You're safe in this in-between place. Breathe in 5 and out. Images might float through your mind now. Fragments of dreams. Let them come. Don't hold on to them. Just watch them drift past. Breathe in 6 and out. Your body has disappeared. You're just breath now. Just consciousness. Just peace. Breathe in 7 and out. Sleep is reaching for you with gentle hands, ready to catch you. Breathe in 8 and out. You're falling now, but it's not scary. It's like falling into the softest cloud. Breathe in 9 and out. Almost gone now. Almost sleeping. Almost dreaming. Breathe in 10 and out. Let go. Let go completely. Sleep. 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 You're sleeping now. Or perhaps you've been sleeping for a while. It's hard to tell. And it doesn't matter. Everything is soft. Everything is dark. Everything is peaceful. You are held. You are safe. You are deeply, deeply asleep. Rest now, just rest. Technique 13. The weighted blanket visualization dash. Imagine now that a blanket is being gently placed over you. But this is no ordinary blanket. This blanket is woven from the fabric of night itself, from darkness and silence and peace. Feel it settling over your feet first. Soft weight. Gentle pressure. Your feet are being tucked in, held, grounded. The weight is comforting, like a loving hand resting on you. The blanket moves up over your legs now. Your shins, your knees, your thighs, each part being covered, being weighted, being held. Your legs are sinking deeper into the bed under this gentle, perfect pressure. Over your hips, your belly, your chest, the blanket continues to unfold. It's the perfect weight, not too heavy, not too light. Just enough to make you feel safe, contained, held by something greater than yourself. Your arms now, covered, weighted, so heavy they couldn't move even if you wanted them to. But you don't want them to. They're exactly where they need to be. Your shoulders, your neck, being tucked in carefully, tenderly. The blanket knows exactly what you need. And finally, over your head, a soft weight, like gentle hands cradling your skull, pressing away any last thoughts, any last worries, any last awareness. You are completely covered now, completely held, completely safe under this blanket of night. And beneath this weight, you are so heavy, so grounded, so impossibly tired in the most wonderful way. The weight is pressing you down into sleep. Down, down, down into the deepest rest. Technique 14. Floating on a dark lake. You're so deep in relaxation now, so far from the waking world. Imagine that you're floating on a perfectly still lake at midnight. The water is warm, body temperature, so you can't tell where your skin ends and the water begins. You're on your back, floating effortlessly. You don't need to swim or try. The water holds you completely, perfectly. You are buoyant, weightless, supported. Above you, the sky is black velvet, scattered with stars. But you barely notice them. Your eyes are so heavy. You might be looking up at them, or your eyes might be closed. You can't quite tell anymore. The lake is breathing with you. When you breathe in, tiny waves lift you gently. When you breathe out, you sink slightly, floating deeper into the water's embrace. You are drifting now, floating across this dark lake. No destination, no hurry, just drifting, drifting. The stars above are fading, or maybe your eyes are closing. The darkness is becoming complete. You are the lake. You are the water. You are the darkness. You are the floating. You are the drifting. No separation between you and sleep anymore. You are sleep itself, floating, floating, drifting away, so far away now, into the deepest, darkest part of the lake where only dreams exist. Let yourself sink beneath the surface now, gently, peacefully, down into the depths where there's only silence, only darkness, only sleep. Technique 15. The softening mantra. In this deep, dark place, I'm going to give you a word. Just one simple word. And each time you think this word, you'll soften. You'll let go. You'll sink deeper. The word is rest. Rest. Feel your whole body soften at this word. Rest. Feel your mind quiet. Rest. Feel yourself sinking. You don't need to say it out loud. Just think it. Whisper it in your mind. Let it echo softly in the darkness. Rest, rest, rest. Each time this word appears in your consciousness, something releases. Some tiny thread of tension, some small holding on. It all lets go. Rest. Your jaw goes slack. Rest. Your shoulders drop. Rest. Your breath becomes even slower. Rest. You forget where you are. Rest. You forget who you are. Rest. There's only this word, this feeling, this sinking. Rest, rest, rest. Let this word become a rhythm, a heartbeat, a gentle pulse in the darkness. And soon, the word itself fades, and there's only the feeling it creates, only the softness, only the letting go, only the rest. Rest, rest, rest. Technique 16. The dissolving self. You are so far away now, so deep in this peaceful darkness. Notice how the boundaries of your body are becoming unclear. You can't quite feel where your hand ends and the bed begins. You're not sure if your legs are there at all. This is good. This is natural. In sleep, we let go of the body. Your sense of self is dissolving like sugar in warm water. Slowly, peacefully, becoming part of something larger, something infinite. You're not trying to sleep anymore. You have forgotten how to try. You've forgotten that there's anything to try for. Thoughts arise, but you don't know whose thoughts they are. They don't seem to belong to anyone. They just appear and disappear like bubbles in the dark. Are you breathing? Or is breathing simply happening? You can't tell anymore. It doesn't matter. Your name. What was your name? It's so far away now, like something you heard once long ago in another life. The room you're in, does it exist? Or is there only this darkness, this vastness, this infinite peaceful void? You are dissolving, dispersing, becoming the darkness itself. No edges, no boundaries, no separation between you and sleep. You are sleep. You are the darkness. You are the void. You are nothing and everything. You are gone, 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 gone into sleep. Only sleep remains. Only darkness. Only peace. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Technique 17. The hourglass of sleep. In the darkness, there is an hourglass. Picture it now, floating in the void. An hourglass made of glass, so thin it's almost invisible. Inside, instead of sand, there is sleep itself. Dark, flowing, liquid sleep. And this sleep is flowing from the top chamber to the bottom. One grain at a time. One drop at a time. Slowly. So slowly. Watch it flow. Each particle that falls takes with it a thought, a worry, a piece of awareness, and carries it away. Watch the sleep flow down, down, down. Your consciousness is this hourglass. Emptying, slowly emptying. The top chamber is becoming empty. Empty of thoughts, empty of knowing, empty of waking. And the bottom chamber is filling, filling with pure sleep. Deep, dreamless, perfect. Watch it flow. Feel yourself flowing with it. From waking to sleeping, from knowing to not knowing, from consciousness to the void. So slow, grain by grain, drop by drop, thought by thought, falling away, falling into sleep. The hourglass is almost empty now, almost full, almost complete. You're the hourglass. You're the flowing. You're the emptying. You're the filling. And when the last grain falls, when the last drop flows, there will be only sleep. Complete. Total. Absolute. Watch it fall. The last grain, falling, falling. Gone. Technique 18. The shadow memory walk. You're drifting now through memories, but they're not quite memories. More like shadows of memories. Echoes. See yourself as a child, small, tired after a long day of playing, being carried to bed, so safe in someone's arms. Feel that safety now, that trust, knowing someone else is taking care of everything. You don't need to stay awake. You can let go. Now see yourself on the most peaceful vacation you've ever taken. That moment when you first lay down in an unfamiliar bed, tired from traveling, ready to sleep in a new place. That surrender to exhaustion. That relief. Feel that relief now. That letting go. the permission to just sleep. See yourself after the best day you've ever had. Satisfied, content, lying down with a smile, nothing left undone, nothing to worry about, just gratitude and tiredness and peace. Feel that peace now, that completeness, that readiness for sleep. These shadows of memories, they're all leading you to the same place, to this moment, to this bed, to this sleep. Every time you've ever fallen asleep before, thousands and thousands of times, your body knows this, your mind knows this, and you're doing it again now, falling asleep, the way you always have, the way you always will. It's so familiar, so natural, so easy. You've done this so many times before, you know how. Your body knows how. Let it happen, the way it always happens. Naturally, inevitably, sleep. Technique 19. The resonance of silence. Listen now to the silence. Not the absence of sound, but silence itself. The deep silence beneath all sound. Even if there are sounds around you, cars passing, a house settling, breathing, there's a deeper silence beneath it all. Find that silence. Sink into it. This silence has a quality. It hums. It vibrates at a frequency so low you can barely perceive it. It's the sound of the earth turning, the sound of the night, the sound of sleep itself. Let your body resonate with this frequency. Feel your chest, your belly, vibrating gently with this deep, silent hum. Your bones are tuning forks, responding to this frequency, vibrating in harmony with sleep. Your cells are all humming together, all resonating, all aligning with this one frequency, the frequency of deep rest. You are becoming a bell that has been struck, still vibrating long after the sound has faded, the vibration going on, deeper and deeper. This vibration is carrying you down into sleep, resonating you into unconsciousness. Everything is vibrating, humming, resonating, all at the frequency of sleep. Let yourself vibrate. Let yourself hum. Let yourself resonate. Into sleep, into silence, into the deepest dark. Technique 20. The spiral journey. There is a spiral. In your mind's eye, see it now. A gentle spiral, turning slowly, drawing you down into its center. The spiral is made of soft darkness, each curve darker than the last. Follow the spiral, around and around, going deeper with each turn. First turn, you're letting go of the day, releasing it. It spirals away above you. Second turn, you're letting go of time. There is no time here, just the eternal now of sleep. Third turn, deeper, you're letting go of place. You're nowhere, everywhere, suspended in the spiral. Fourth turn, you're letting go of others. Everyone else is gone. You're alone in the spiral, peacefully alone. Fifth turn, you're letting go of body. It's far away now, at the outer edge of the spiral, barely connected. Sixth turn, you're letting go of thoughts. They spin away, up and out, leaving only the spiral. Seventh turn, you're letting go of feelings. Even peace dissolves. There's only the spiral, only the turning, only the descending. Eighth turn, you're letting go of self. Who you are spirals away, dissolves, disappears. Ninth turn, you're letting go of letting go. There's no one left to let go. Just the spiral, just the turning. 10th turn, you've reached the center, the still point, the eye of the spiral. And here, in the center, there is nothing, absolute nothing, perfect nothing. No light, no dark, no sound, no silence, no being, no not being, just nothing. And in this nothing, you are finally, completely, utterly asleep. Sleep, 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 nothing but sleep, forever sleep. Technique 21. The falling feather. You are a feather, drifting down through infinite darkness. So light, so weightless, floating, falling, there's no difference anymore. The air holds you, carries you. You don't fall fast. You drift, slowly, endlessly, turning slightly as you fall, spiraling gently. No effort, no control, just falling. You've been falling for hours, 4 days for lifetimes, and you'll fall forever. There is no bottom, just endless falling. And this is peaceful, this endless descent, no destination, no arrival, just the eternal drift downward. Sometimes you catch a current of air, and you float sideways for a moment, suspended, before continuing your slow descent. Down, 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 through layers of darkness, each layer darker than the last. Your edges are blurring. Are you still a feather? Or have you become the air itself? Drifting, floating, falling. So light you've almost disappeared. So quiet you've almost ceased to exist. Just falling, falling, falling through the infinite dark, forever falling, in a sleep. No end, no beginning, just the eternal fall, the eternal drift, the eternal sleep. Falling, falling on. Technique 22. The inner sanctuary. Deep within you, deeper than your body, deeper than your mind, there is a room. A small room. Quiet, dark, warm. This is your inner sanctuary. The most private place in existence. Only you know it's here. See yourself entering this room now. A door closes softly behind you. The outside world is gone. In this room, there is only one thing. A bed. The softest bed. Made for you. Waiting for you. You lie down in this bed inside yourself. Inside your own consciousness. In the very center of your being. And as you lie here in this innermost place, you realize you are completely safe. Nothing can reach you here. No sound. No light. No worry. No thought. The walls of this room are so thick. Nothing can penetrate them. You are sealed away, protected, held. And in this innermost sanctuary, you can finally, truly, completely let go. Because here, in this secret place within yourself, you are home. You've always been searching for a place to rest. And it was here all along, inside you, in this quiet room, in this soft bed, in this sacred darkness. And now you're here. You found it. You've come home to yourself. And here, in this place, you can sleep, truly sleep, deeply sleep, forever sleep. This room is getting smaller now, shrinking down, becoming a single point of consciousness, and then nothing. Just you, sleeping, inside yourself, at home. Technique 23. The exhale that never ends. Take a breath in, gently, softly, and now breathe out. But this time, this exhale continues, keeps going, doesn't stop. You're breathing out, 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 releasing, releasing, releasing. Everything is leaving you with this breath. All tension, all awareness, all consciousness, flowing out, out, out. The exhale continues, impossibly long, endlessly long. You're becoming empty, hollow void, still exhaling, still releasing. There's nothing left inside you now. You've breathed it all away. Your body is empty. Your mind is empty. You are empty. And still the exhale continues, breath flowing out into the darkness, becoming part of the darkness. You are exhaling yourself away, dissolving on the out-breath, dissipating, vanishing, out, 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 everything going. And when there's nothing left to breathe out, when you've emptied completely, you simply stop. No inhale comes. You rest in the emptiness, in the void, in the space between breaths. And in this space, there's only sleep. Technique 24. The lighthouse fading. Far away, across a dark ocean, there is a lighthouse. Its beam sweeps across the water. Around, a steady rhythm, light, dark, light, dark. This lighthouse is your consciousness, still sweeping, still watching, still aware. But the lighthouse is far from shore, far from land, alone in the dark sea, and something is happening. The light is dimming. Each time the beam sweeps around, it's fainter, weaker, harder to see. Light, dark, but the light is fading now. The lighthouse keeper is leaving, climbing down the spiral stairs, step by step, descending, abandoning the light. The beam grows weaker, dimmer. The darkness between sweeps grows longer. Light, dark, so faint now, barely visible. The lighthouse is almost out. The keeper is gone. There's no one to tend the light. One more sweep, so dim, almost nothing. Another sweep, barely there. A ghost of light. Another, nearly invisible, almost gone. And then, darkness. The lighthouse goes out. The light is extinguished. There is only the dark ocean now. Infinite, eternal. No light, no consciousness, no awareness. Just darkness, just sleep, just nothing. The lighthouse is dark. You are dark. Everything is dark. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Technique 25. The roots growing deep. Your body is a tree, lying down, resting, and from your back, roots are growing, slowly, silently, down into the earth. Feel them now, thin roots, pushing down through the mattress, through the floor, into the soil below, growing deeper, deeper, seeking the dark earth, the cool earth, the sleeping earth. These roots are carrying your consciousness down with them, down to the ground, away from the surface, away from the air and light, down into the deep earth where everything is still. The roots spread wide, anchoring you, holding you, connecting you to the earth's slow dreaming. You're part of the earth now, part of its ancient sleep, its patient darkness. Miles down, your roots reach into bedrock, into stone, into the molten core where nothing moves, nothing changes. Everything just is, and you are there now, at the center of the earth, held in stone, wrapped in darkness, dreaming the earth's dream. So deep, so still, so heavy, so permanent. You will sleep here for eons, rooted, buried, becoming stone yourself. Deep, 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 in the earth, sleeping, sleeping. Technique 26. The unraveling thread. You're made of thread, wound tight, a ball of thread. But now, one end has come loose, and you're beginning to unravel. The thread is pulling, slowly, unwinding you, undoing you. With each breath, more thread unspools. You're coming apart. Gently, peacefully, the thread trails off into darkness, disappearing, and there's less and less of you with each moment. Your thoughts are on this thread. As it unwinds, they go with it, trailing away into nothing. Your memories, unwinding, spooling out, gone. Your identity, who you thought you were, unwinding, unraveling, disappearing. More and more thread, less and less of you. You're getting smaller, looser, coming undone. Soon there will be nothing left, just a pile of thread in the darkness. No longer you, no longer anything. Unraveling, unraveling, unwinding, undoing. Almost gone now, just a few more winds, a few more turns. And then, the last thread pulls free. You're completely unraveled. Nothing left, just thread scattered, meaningless, formless. And in this unraveled state, there's only sleep. Technique 27. The winter lake freezing. You are a lake, in winter, and you're freezing over, starting at the edges. Ice forming, thin at first, delicate crystals spreading across your surface. The ice creeps inward, slowly, steadily, covering more of you, sealing you in. Your thoughts are waves, but as the ice spreads, the waves slow, quiet, still. The ice thickens, hardens, your surface becoming solid, impenetrable. Nothing can disturb you now. You're locked beneath the ice, sealed away, protected by cold and stillness. The ice is thick now, so thick, pressing down, holding everything in place. Beneath the ice, in the deep water, everything is dark, quiet, motionless, sleeping. Fish sleep in the mud at your bottom. Plants sleep in your depths. Everything sleeps beneath the ice, and you are sleeping too, frozen, suspended, held in perfect stillness. The whole lake, frozen solid now, all the way through. No movement, no life, just ice, just sleep. Frozen, frozen, frozen in sleep. Technique 28. The starlight dissolving. You are a star in the night sky, burning, shining, but your fuel is running out. You're dying, slowly fading. Your light grows dimmer, weaker. You're collapsing inward, cooling. The fire inside you is going out. the fusion stopping, the energy depleting. Darker, darker, your light barely visible now. You're becoming a dark star, a dead star, cold and lightless. And then, even that dissolves. You're not even a star anymore, just dust spreading out into space. Your consciousness spreading, thinning, becoming the void itself. Atoms drifting apart, farther, farther, no longer connected, no longer you, just particles, floating in infinite darkness, separated by vast distances, alone, scattered. You're everywhere and nowhere. You're nothing and everything. Dissolved completely, dispersed into the cosmos, gone. Just space, just darkness, just the infinite void. And in this void, in this dissolution, there is perfect, absolute, eternal sleep, sleep, sleep. Technique 29. The ancient forest sleeping. You are walking through an ancient forest, a forest so old that time has forgotten it. The trees here have been sleeping for 1,000 years, standing sleep, deep sleep, rooted sleep. Their bark is thick and silent, their branches still. Not even a wind moves them anymore. You find the oldest tree, the grandfather tree, its trunk wide as a house, its roots deeper than wells. You lean against this tree, and as you touch it, you feel its sleep, centuries of sleep, millennia of sleep. The tree invites you into its sleep, ancient, patient, undisturbed. You're merging with the tree now, becoming bark, becoming wood, becoming root. Your heartbeat slows to match the trees, 1 beat per minute, per hour, per day. Your breath slows, 1 breath per season, barely breathing at all. Your thoughts slow, 1 thought per year, per decade, per century. And then, no thoughts at all. You are the tree now, standing, rooted, sleeping for hundreds of years, thousands of years. Time passes over you like water. Seasons come and go. You don't notice you're too deep in sleep. The forest sleep, the tree sleep, the ancient sleep, the forever sleep. Standing, rooted, sleeping, sleeping, sleeping. Technique 30. The silk cocoon. You're being wrapped, slowly, carefully, in silk, thread by thread. A cocoon is forming around you, soft, warm, protective. The silk winds around your feet, your legs, binding them gently, holding them still, around your body, your arms, wrapping, cocooning, sealing you in. The silk is so soft, softer than anything you've ever felt, and it's getting tighter, not uncomfortably, just enough to hold you, to contain you. You can't move now. You're wrapped too tightly. But you don't want to move. Movement is forgotten. The silk continues around your neck, your head, covering your face, your eyes, your mouth. You're completely enclosed now, sealed in silk, in darkness, in warmth. Inside this cocoon, you're safe. Nothing can reach you. Nothing can harm you. And inside this cocoon, something is happening. You're changing, transforming, dissolving. Your old self is melting away, breaking down, becoming liquid, becoming nothing. You're in chrysalis now, between forms, neither one thing nor another, just potential, just possibility, just sleep. In this in-between state, there is no consciousness, no awareness, just the slow transformation, just the deep sleep of becoming. The cocoon holds you, the silk cradles you, and you dissolve completely into sleep, wrapped, held, dissolving, sleeping, sleeping. Technique 31. The echo fading. Listen, there's a sound, far away, an echo in a vast canyon. The echo says your name, but it's so distant, so faint, you barely hear it. It bounces off canyon walls, growing fainter with each repetition. Your name, echoing, fading, becoming less and less distinct. With each echo, you become less real, less solid, less present. The echo fades, and you fade with it. Another echo, fainter still, you're barely here now. Another, almost gone, almost nothing. The canyon is so vast, the echo traveling so far, losing itself in distance. You are the echo, and you're fading, fading, fading. Each repetition takes something from you, until there's nothing left to echo. Just silence, vast silence, canyon silence, the silence after the last echo has died. And in that silence, in that emptiness, in that void where the echo used to be, there is only sleep, fading, fading, gone. Technique 32. The smoke rising and dissolving. You are smoke, rising from a candle that's just been blown out. Thin smoke, wispy, barely visible, curling upward, rising, drifting, with no effort, no will, just rising because that's what smoke does. But as you rise, you're dispersing, spreading out, becoming thinner, more transparent. The higher you rise, the less of you there is. Atoms drifting apart, losing connection. You're disappearing into the air, becoming nothing. So thin now, so spread out, barely smoke anymore. Just a hint, a memory of smoke. Rising, dissolving, vanishing. The air takes you, absorbs you, and you cease to exist as something separate. You are the air now. You are everything. You are nothing, no form, no substance, no identity. Just the space where smoke used to be, dissolved, dispersed, disappeared. And in this disappearance, in this dissolution, there is perfect peace, perfect stillness, perfect sleep. No you, no consciousness, no awareness, just the air, just the space, just the nothing. Gone, gone, completely gone. Into sleep. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Technique 33. The deep sea descent. You are sinking beneath the ocean, down, down into the deep. The sunlight fades above you, blues turning to darker blues, to purple, to black. You're descending through layers of water, each layer colder, heavier, darker than the last. Down past where the fish swim, down past where the whales dive, down into the true deep. The pressure increases, pressing on you from all sides, but it's not painful. It's comforting, like being held, squeezed gently by the ocean itself. So deep now. No light reaches here. This is the midnight zone, the eternal dark. You're still sinking, down, down. There's no bottom, just endless descent, endless depth. The water is so cold, so still. Nothing moves here. Nothing lives here. Just darkness and pressure and silence. You are part of this deep now. Part of the cold. Part of the dark. Part of the pressure. Your body is water. Your thoughts are water. You flow with the deep currents, slow, invisible, eternal. Down, 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 into the deepest trench, into the abyss, into the place where the earth opens up and swallows light. And here in the deepest deep, there is only sleep, the ocean's sleep, ancient, heavy, complete. You rest on the bottom that has no bottom. You sleep the sleep that has no waking. Deep, deep, so deep, sleeping, sleeping. Technique 34. The autumn leaf falling. You are a leaf on a tree in autumn. Your time has come. The stem that held you weakens. Let's go. And you begin to fall, slowly, drifting, turning the air, red and gold and dying. The tree releases you. The branch releases you. The stem releases you. And you fall, spinning, tumbling, catching air, floating down, down, down. Other leaves fall with you. A shower of autumn. All letting go. All falling together. You feel no sadness. This is natural. This is right. This is the way of things. The ground rises to meet you. Slowly. So slowly. You've been falling forever. And as you fall, you're drying out, becoming brittle, becoming light, becoming almost nothing. The wind catches you, carries you. You drift sideways. Then down again. No control. No resistance, just falling. Finally, you touch the ground. So softly. Barely a sound. Settling among the other leaves. And you lie there, on the forest floor, and you begin to dissolve, to decay, to return earth. The rain soaks you. The frost touches you. You're breaking down, molecule by molecule, becoming soil, becoming nothing. Your edges blur. Your shape fades. You're part of the earth now, part of the mulch, part of the forest sleep, returning, dissolving, completing the cycle, becoming nothing, sleeping, autumn sleep, earth sleep, the sleep of decay and return. Gone, gone, gone to earth. Technique 35. The moonless night. It is a night with no moon, no stars, nothing but pure darkness. You are standing in a field, alone, in this absolute dark. You cannot see your hand in front of your face. You cannot see anything, just blackness. And in this darkness, your eyes are useless. They close. They don't matter anymore. Without sight, you begin to disappear. Your body becomes uncertain. Where are your boundaries? You can't tell anymore. The darkness is complete, total. It's not just around you, it's inside you. It is you. You are darkness. You are night. You are the absence of light. There is no difference between you and the darkness. No separation. No distinction. You have become the moonless night. Vast, empty, silent. No thoughts arise in this darkness. How could they? There's no light to see them by. No feelings arise. No sensations. Just darkness, pure, absolute, infinite. You are the void. You are the nothing. You are the darkness itself. And in this darkness, there is such peace, such rest, such sleep. The sleep of the void. The sleep of nothing. The sleep of pure darkness. Dark, 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 sleeping, sleeping. Technique 36. The frozen moment. Time is slowing down. You can feel it. Each second stretching, expanding. Everything is moving slower. Your thoughts, your breath, your heartbeat. Slower, slower, like a film winding down, like a clock stopping. The world is freezing, not with cold, but with stillness, with stop time. Your breath takes an hour to complete. Your heartbeat echoes across days. Slower still, everything grinding to a halt. Time thickening like honey, like tar, like stone. And then, time stops, completely. This moment, frozen, eternal, unchanging. You are trapped in this single moment. But it's not unpleasant. It's peaceful, it's final. Nothing will ever change again. Nothing will ever move. This is the last moment, the eternal moment. You are frozen in time, suspended, held in amber, crystallized. Your consciousness, frozen. No new thoughts can form. The old ones hang suspended, going nowhere. Everything stopped, still, silent, eternal. This is the end of time, the death of change, the final stillness. And in this frozen moment, in this stop time, there's only sleep, forever sleep, unchanging sleep, eternal sleep. Frozen, stopped, still, sleeping, 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 sleep. Technique 37. The cave of the center. Deep within a mountain, there is a cave, and within that cave, another cave, and within that cave, deeper still, another. You are journeying inward, into the mountain's heart, into the earth's core, into the center of everything. Each cave darker than the last, each more silent, each more still. You crawl through narrow passages, you descend through shafts, going deeper, always deeper. The walls close in, the ceiling lowers, the darkness becomes absolute, and finally, you reach it, the innermost cave, the smallest cave, the final cave. It's barely large enough for you to lie down. The walls so close you can touch them on all sides. This is the womb of the earth, the heart of stone, the center of stillness. You lie down in this cave, and the mountain settles around you, holding you, enclosing you, becoming your body. You are buried now, deep within the earth, surrounded by miles of rock, miles of silence, miles of sleep. No sound has ever reached this place. No light has ever touched it. No time has ever changed it. This cave has been here since the earth was born, and it will be here until the earth dies. And you are here now, part of this eternity, part of this stone, part of this ancient sleep, buried, enclosed, held by stone, sleeping the mountain's heart, forever, forever. Technique 38. The disintegrating dream. You realize now, you've been dreaming all along. This whole meditation, this whole journey, it was a dream, and now, the dream is ending, falling apart, disintegrating. The images blur, the words lose meaning, the narrative breaks down. What are you just thinking about? You can't remember. It's gone already. Where are you? You're not sure anymore. The dream is fragmenting, dissolving. Pieces of the dream float away, like ashes on the wind, drifting, disappearing. You try to hold on to something, anything, but it all slips through your fingers, turning to mist, to nothing. The dream collapses, folds in on itself, implodes into a single point, and then, even the point vanishes. There is no dream. There never was. There is only this darkness, this silence, this nothing. You're not dreaming anymore. You're not awake anymore. You're not anything anymore. Just nothing, pure nothing, absolute nothing. And in this nothing, there is no you to sleep. There is only sleep itself. Sleep without a sleeper. Sleep without dreams. Sleep without end. Just sleep. Just sleep. Just. Technique 39. The last breath. One more breath, just one more. Breathe in, slowly, so slowly, filling. This is the last breath you'll ever take as an awake person. Hold it, gently, feeling the fullness, the life, the presence. And now, let it go, so slowly, releasing. Watch it leave. Watch it carry away everything. All consciousness, all awareness, all being. Out it goes, out, until your lungs are empty, completely empty. And in this emptiness, you realize you don't need to breathe in again. You can rest here, in the emptiness, in the space after the exhale, in the gap. This gap, this pause, this rest between breaths, it stretches, it expands, it becomes infinite. You're resting in the pause, the eternal pause, the forever pause. No need to breathe in, no need to breathe out. Just rest, just pause, just stop. The last breath has been breathed. The body continues on its own, but you have stopped. You rest in the gap, the void, the emptiness between breaths, forever. This is the sleep between heartbeats, the silence between thoughts, the nothing between everything. And here you rest. Here you sleep. Here you cease. Rest. Technique 40. The return to source. Before you were born, there was nothing. No body, no mind, no consciousness, no you. Just nothing. Peaceful nothing. Quiet nothing. Perfect nothing. And now, you're returning there. Going back to the source. Going back to the beginning that was before beginning. All the years of your life are unwinding, dissolving, disappearing. You're getting younger, smaller, simpler. Back through childhood, back through infancy, back through birth, back, to the time before time, to the place before place, to the nothing before something. You're returning to the void you came from, the emptiness that gave birth to you, the sleep that dreamed you into being. And as you return, you feel relief, homecoming, rightness. This is where you belong. This is where you've always been. This is where you'll always be. The void, the source, the nothing, the everything. You merge with it now, dissolve into it, become it. No separation, no distinction, no you, no other, just one, just nothing, just sleep. You have returned. You are home. You are nothing. You are everything. You are asleep, forever asleep, in the source, in the void, in the sleep before birth, in the sleep after death, in the eternal sleep. Sleep. Technique 41. The empty temple. There is a temple, ancient, forgotten, at the top of a mountain no one climbs anymore. The doors stand open. No one guards them. No one enters. No one leaves. Inside, the temple is empty. The altar is bare. The offerings turned to dust long ago. The monks who once lived here are gone. Their prayers faded, their chants silent. Only echoes remain, and even the echoes are dying. You enter this temple. Your footsteps make no sound. The floor is soft with centuries of dust. In the center of the temple, there is a room, the meditation chamber, where monks once sat in silence for years. You enter this room, and you sit in the same spot where countless others sat before, seeking, but you are not seeking. You have found. You have arrived. There is nothing to seek anymore. The temple is so quiet, quieter than silence, the silence of abandonment, the silence of time stopped, the silence of no one listening. And in this empty temple, in this forgotten place, you realize there is no one here, not even you, just the temple, empty, silent, eternal. The watcher is gone. The meditator is gone. The seeker is gone. Only the emptiness remains. Temple emptiness, sacred emptiness, the emptiness that is fullness, the nothing that is everything. You are the empty temple. No one inside, no one outside, just empty, just silent, just sleeping. The temple sleeps, has been sleeping for centuries, will sleep for centuries more, and you sleep with it, as it, in it, forever. Technique 42, the grain of sand. You're getting smaller, shrinking, contracting, becoming less. You are the size of a person, then a child, then a mouse, then an ant. Smaller still, a grain of sand, tiny, insignificant, almost nothing. You lie on a beach, one grain among billions, trillions, infinite grains, indistinguishable, identical, lost in the vastness, just one grain, meaningless, perfect. The tide comes in, washes over you. You tumble with millions of other grains, rolling, mixing, losing yourself completely. Which grain are you? You can't tell anymore. They're all the same. You're all the same. There is no you, just sand, just grains, just tumbling. The tide goes out, leaves you buried, deep in the sand, darkness, weight, pressure, other grains above you, below you, beside you. You're part of the beach now, part of the shore, part of the earth. So small, so insignificant, so perfectly anonymous, so completely lost. And in this smallness, in this insignificance, there is such relief, such peace. You don't matter. You never did. You're just a grain of sand, just one moment, just one breath in an infinite universe. And that's perfect. That's peaceful. That's sleep. The sleep of small things, of grains, of atoms, of nothing. Small, small, so small, sleeping, sleeping. Technique 43. The watching stone. You are a stone at the bottom of a river, smooth, worn, patient. The water flows over you, has been flowing for thousands of years, will flow for thousands more. You don't move, you don't think, you don't feel. You just are, just exist, just remain. Fish swim past, you don't notice. Light filters down from above. You don't see. Seasons change, you don't know. You're a stone. Solid, permanent, unchanging, sleeping with eyes that were never open. The water shapes you, slowly, over centuries, wearing you down, grain by grain. You're getting smaller, smoother, rounder, but you don't mind, you don't feel it. You're stone, patient, eternal. Someday you'll be worn away completely, become sand, become silt, become nothing. But not today. Not for centuries. You have time. Infinite time, patient time, stone time. And in this patience, in this permanence, in this stone existence, there is deep, deep sleep. The sleep of stones, of mountains, of earth. The sleep that lasts for ages. Still silent, solid, sleeping, sleeping. Technique 44. The blank page. You are a blank page, white, empty, unmarked. No words written on you. No story. No meaning, just blankness, pure potential. But also nothing, just space, just emptiness, just white. The pen hovers above you. Might write, might not. It doesn't matter. You're blank either way. And you realize you want to stay blank. Don't want to be written on. Don't want story. Don't want meaning. The blankness is perfect, complete, whole. Nothing needs to be added. Nothing needs to be said. You are the empty page, the unwritten story, the silence between words, the space between thoughts. No narrative, No plot, no beginning, no end, just blank, just empty, just nothing. And this nothing is not lack. This nothing is fullness. This emptiness is completion. The blank page, resting, existing, being nothing, needing nothing, wanting nothing, perfect in its emptiness, whole in its blankness, asleep in its silence. Blank, empty, nothing, sleeping, sleeping, sleeping. Technique 45. The forgotten memory. You are a memory, but no one remembers you anymore. You're a moment from someone's childhood, a sunny afternoon, playing in a garden, laughing. But the child grew up, grew old, and forgot that day, forgot that moment, forgot you. And now you exist. Nowhere. You're a memory with no mind to hold you. You're floating, untethered, fading, without someone to remember you. You're dissolving, losing detail, losing color, losing shape. The garden blurs, the laughter quiets, the sunshine dims. You're forgetting yourself. What were you? You can't recall a birthday, a summer, a face. It's all going. You're less than a memory now. You're a feeling of a memory, a ghost of a memory, barely there. And soon, you'll be nothing, completely forgotten, erased, as if you never were. This forgetting is peaceful, gentle, natural, like snow melting, like morning mist burning off. You let yourself be forgotten. You surrender to the fading. You accept the dissolution. Forgotten, fading, disappearing, ceasing to have ever been. No one remembers. No one knows. No one cares. And that's perfect. That's peaceful. That's sleep. The sleep of forgotten things, of lost memories, of erased moments, of never. Forgotten, gone, sleeping. Technique 46. The melting ice. You are ice, solid, frozen, hard, cold. But spring is coming. Warmth is arriving. You're beginning to melt. At first, just your surface, becoming wet, slick, losing your sharp edges. The melting continues. You're getting softer, smaller, losing your shape, losing your form. You were a sculpture once, beautiful, defined, but now you're dripping, flowing, becoming formless. Drip, drip, drip. You're falling away from yourself, becoming water, becoming liquid, becoming shapeless. The cold that held you together is gone. The freeze that made you solid is gone. You're warm now, flowing now, free now. You pool on the ground, spread out, thin, no longer ice, just water, just liquid, just formless. And the sun shines down, and even the water begins to evaporate, to rise, to become mist, to become air. You're lighter now, rising, dispersing, becoming vapor, becoming nothing you can see or touch. Up you go, into the air, spreading, thinning, disappearing into the atmosphere. From ice to water to vapor to nothing, just molecules scattered, separate, free. No form, no solid, no self, just scatter particles in infinite air. Melted, evaporated, dispersed, gone, sleeping in the air, sleeping in the sky, sleeping everywhere and nowhere. Technique 47. The shadow at noon. It is noon. The sun is directly overhead, straight up, no angle. You stand in the middle of an empty plaza, white stone all around, blazing light, heat. You look down, searching for your shadow, but there is no shadow. The sun is too high, too direct. Your shadow has disappeared. It's beneath you, inside you, gone. Without your shadow, you feel strange, incomplete, but also lighter, freer. Your shadow was the last dark thing about you, the last weight, the last proof you existed. And now it's gone, at least for this moment, this noon moment, this shadowless moment. You look around. Everyone's shadow is gone. Everything's shadow is gone. Just bright white stone and blazing light. In this shadowless place, this noon place, this place of pure light, you feel yourself fading too. If you have no shadow, are you really there? Can light see itself? Can brightness know brightness? You're dissolving into the light, becoming the light. merging with the white stone, with the noon sun, with the shadowless world. No darkness left, no contrast, no definition, just light, just brightness, just whiteness. And in this pure light, this absolute brightness, there is a kind of blindness, a kind of nothing, a kind of sleep, the sleep of noon, of shadowless existence, of dissolution into light. Bright, bright, too bright, blind, gone, sleeping. Technique 48. The clock without hands. There's a clock on the wall. Old, round, ticking. But when you look closer, the hands are gone, fallen off, lost. The clock face is blank, just numbers, 12 numbers around a circle, but no hands to tell the time. The clock still ticks. You can hear it. Tick, 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 but it tells nothing. Points nowhere, means nothing. What time is it? The clock can't say. Without hands, time is unknown, unknowable. And without knowing what time it is, time itself begins to dissolve, lose meaning, fade away. Is it morning, evening, night? The clock doesn't know. You don't know. No one knows. The ticking continues. Tick, tick, tick. But it's not measuring anything anymore. Just ticking, just sound, just rhythm. And the rhythm is slowing. Tick, tick, tick. Each tick farther apart. The clock winding down. Tick, tick, tick. Slower, slower, slower. The spring inside is unwinding. The energy depleting. The clock dying. Tick, tick, tick. So slow now. So far between, almost stopped. And then, silence. The clock has stopped. Time has stopped. Without the ticking, without the hands, without the time, there is only now. Eternal now. Frozen now. Sleeping now. The clock sleeps. Time sleeps. You sleep. Forever in this now, this moment. This stopped time. Stopped. Still. Timeless. Sleeping. Sleeping. Technique 49. The Library of Silence. You enter a library. Vast. Endless. Rows of shelves stretching into darkness. But this library is strange. The books have no titles. No words on their spines. Just blank leather. Age cracked. You pull a book from the shelf. Open it. The pages are blank. Every page, completely blank. Another book, blank. Another, blank. Every book in this infinite library. Empty, wordless, silent. This is the library of silence, where all the unwritten books are kept. All the untold stories. All the unspoken words. You walk through the aisles, running your hand along the spines. Thousands of books, millions, all blank, all silent. And you realize, these aren't empty books. These are books of silence itself. Each one containing pure quietness, pure nothing. You open book after book, and silence pours out, fills the air, accumulates, deepens. The library grows quieter with each book opened, the silence becoming thick, tangible, heavy. You sit down at a reading table, surrounded by blank books, breathing in the silence, becoming the silence. Your thoughts are blank pages. Your memories are blank pages. Your dreams are blank pages. Everything is blank. Everything is silent. Everything is unwritten. And in this library, in this silence, in this blankness, you become a book yourself, a blank book, on a shelf, unopened, unread, containing nothing but silence, silent, blank, unwritten, sleeping, sleeping, sleeping forever on the shelf. Technique 50. The Dissolving Path. You're walking on a path, through a forest, at dusk, heading home. But something strange is happening. Behind you, the path is dissolving, disappearing, ceasing to exist. You look back, and where you just walked, there's nothing, no path, just forest, as if the path never was. The trees have closed in, the ground has returned to wild. Your footprints are gone, erased. You walk forward, and behind you, the world unmakes itself, dissolves, returns to nothing. Everything you pass stops existing after you pass it. Trees fade, stones vanish, the forest itself disappears. You're creating a wake of nothing, a trail of void. Everywhere you've been, no longer is. You walk faster, but the dissolution follows. patient, inevitable, erasing everything. And you realize the path ahead is also dissolving, disappearing before you reach it. The future is vanishing. The past is gone. Only this single step, this single moment, remains. You're walking on a path that exists only beneath your feet. Only now. Only this instant. One step ahead appears. One step behind disappears. You are the only point of existence surrounded by void. And then, even you begin to dissolve, your legs fading, your body disappearing, vanishing as you walk. Soon there will be nothing, no path, no forest, no you, just nothing, just void, just sleep. The dissolving continues, consuming everything, consuming even itself, dissolving, fading, vanishing, gone, sleeping in the void, sleeping in nothing. Technique 51. The breath of the earth. Listen, the earth is breathing, so slowly you almost can't perceive it. One breath every 1,000 years. You attune yourself to this rhythm, this impossibly slow breath out. The mountains rise slightly with each inhale, settle with each exhale. Continents drift with this breathing. You match your breath to the earth's breath, slowing, slowing. One breath per century, per millennium. Your chest barely moves, your lungs barely fill, breathing. So, slowly, almost not breathing, and out. Time expands. Each breath an eternity. Each moment endless. You are breathing with the earth, at the earth's pace, geological breathing, tectonic breathing, eternal breathing. The inhale takes decades. The exhale takes decades. And between, the pause, centuries of pause. You rest in the pause. The space between earth's breaths, the stillness between world breaths. Nothing moves, nothing changes, nothing exists, just the pause, just the waiting, just the stillness. And in this pause, this waiting, this stillness, there is sleep, earth's sleep, eternal sleep, sleeping with the planet, sleeping with stone, sleeping with time itself. Still sleeping. Technique 52. The mirror facing mirror. You stand between two mirrors, facing each other, perfectly parallel. You look into the mirror ahead and see yourself reflected, and behind you, another reflection, and another, and another. Infinite reflections, stretching back forever. Each one smaller, fainter, more distant. You see yourself repeated endlessly, fading into a point of light in the infinite distance. But which one is real? Which reflection is you? The one closest, or the one behind? Or the one behind that? Or the one at infinity? You can't tell anymore. They're all you. They're all equally real, equally unreal. And as you watch, the reflections begin to blur, merge, become unclear. Is that you? Or a reflection? Or a reflection of a reflection? You're losing track. The boundaries dissolve. You and your reflections become one, become many, become neither. You're everywhere in the infinite corridor. You're nowhere. You're scattered across infinity, lost in repetition. And then the mirrors begin to fog, slowly, gradually, obscuring the reflections. The fog thickens. The reflections fade, disappear into mist, into white, into nothing, until both mirrors are completely fogged, blank, opaque, showing nothing. No reflections, no images, no you, just blank mirrors, just white fog, just nothing. And you, standing between, also fog, also blank, also nothing, reflected into nothing, repeated into nothing, mirrored into nothing, sleeping in the fog, sleeping in the blank, sleeping in nowhere, blank, nothing, sleeping. Technique 53. The candle burning down. You are a candle, burning, alone in darkness. Your flame dances, flickers, casts shadows, gives light. But you are burning down, slowly, inevitably, consuming yourself. The wax melts, drips down your sides, pools at your base. You're becoming less. Your wick grows shorter, your flame smaller. your light dimmer. Hour by hour, you diminish, shrink, reduce, burning yourself away. The flame struggles now, sputters, barely holding on, fighting to stay lit. But there's almost no wax left. Almost no wick, almost nothing to burn. Your light is so faint now, barely illuminating anything. The darkness pressing close. You flicker, once, twice, the flame gasping, dying. And then, one final flicker, a last gasp of light. The flame goes out. Darkness. Complete darkness. The candle is spent, burned down to nothing. Just a puddle of wax, cold, hard, dead. And in this darkness, in this spent state, in this afterburning, there is peace, there is rest, there is sleep. The sleep of burnout things, of consumed things, of finished things. You have burned completely, given all your light. And now, nothing remains, just darkness, just cold wax, just sleep, spent, exhausted, burned out, dark, sleeping. Technique 54. The snow falling forever. It is snowing, soft, silent, gentle. Flakes fall from a dark sky, white against black, drifting down. You watch the snow fall, hypnotic, mesmerizing, endless. Each flake unique, crystalline, perfect, then gone, landing, melting, disappearing. More flakes, always more, falling, forever falling. You become one flake, tumbling through air, spinning, floating, descending. So light, so delicate, no control, just falling, at the mercy of wind, at the mercy of gravity, at the mercy of fate. Down you drift, slowly, peacefully. No hurry, nowhere to go, just falling. Other flakes around you, beside you, above you, below you, all falling together. A storm of falling, a sky of falling, and you realize you've been falling forever. There is never a cloud, never a beginning, just eternal falling, and you'll fall forever. There is no ground, no landing, no end, just infinite descent through infinite darkness. Falling. And this is peaceful. This is right. This is all there is. You are falling asleep as you fall. Falling in a sleep. Falling through sleep. Becoming sleep itself. The snow falls. You fall. Sleep falls. Everything falls forever. Into darkness, into stillness, into sleep. Falling. Sleeping. Technique 55. The waiting room. You're sitting in a waiting room. Alone, silent. Gray walls. Gray floor. Gray ceiling. Fluorescent lights humming overhead. There are chairs, but they're all empty. Just you. Sitting, waiting. What are you waiting for? You can't remember, but you're waiting. You know you're waiting. Time passes. How much? Impossible to tell. The clock on the wall has no hands. Or maybe there's no clock. You've been waiting so long. Hours. Days. Years. Forever. The door to the next room remains closed. No one calls your name. No one comes. Nothing happens. Just waiting. Sitting. Existing in this gray space. This liminal space. This nowhere space. You try to remember what you're waiting for, but the memory slips away. It doesn't matter. You're waiting anyway. The fluorescent lights hum. Steady. Eternal. The sound of infinite waiting. Your mind grows quiet. Still. Empty. There's nothing to think about. Nothing to do. Just wait. Just sit. Just be. And you realize you'll wait forever. This is eternal waiting. Timeless waiting. The waiting that never ends. And in this eternal waiting, you begin to sleep. Waiting sleep. Sitting sleep. Endless sleep. Because what else is there to do? You wait. And you sleep. And you wait. And you sleep. Forever waiting. Forever sleeping. In the gray room. In the quiet hum. In the eternal now. Waiting. Sleeping. Waiting. Sleeping. Gone. Technique 56. The unrung bell. There's a bell. Bronze. Ancient. Hanging in darkness. It has never been rung. Not once. Not ever. It hangs in silence. Waiting for a sound it will never make. You are this bell. unrung, silent, full of potential sound that will never actualize. Inside you, there's a note, a perfect tone, waiting to ring out, but the clapper never strikes, the rope never pulls. You hold this silence, this unsung note, this unreleased sound, forever, and holding it, containing it, never releasing it, you grow heavy with unsung music, weighted with unspoken sound. The silence inside you is so deep, so complete, so permanent. You are the bell that will never ring, the song that will never sing, the sound that will never sound. And there is peace in this, profound peace, the peace of the unmanifest, the peace of the potential, the peace of the silent. You don't need to ring, you don't need to make sound, you don't need to be heard. You are complete in your silence, whole in your stillness, perfect in your unrealized potential. The unrung bell, hanging, waiting, forever silent, forever still, forever sleeping, silent, unrung, sleeping, sleeping, sleeping in the darkness, sleeping in the quiet, sleeping in the never was, silent, sleeping. Technique 57. The desert at midnight. You are lying in a desert, at midnight, alone, under stars. The sand beneath you is still warm from the day's heat, but cooling, cooling. Above, the sky is vast, overwhelming, infinite, filled with more stars than you can count. The desert stretches in all directions, endless, featureless, nothing but sand and darkness. No sounds. The desert is silent, perfectly silent. Even the wind has stopped. You lie on your back, looking up, and the stars are so many, so bright, they make you dizzy, and you begin to feel small, so small, insignificant, a tiny speck in infinite space. The desert doesn't care that you're here. The stars don't notice. You are nothing to them, less than nothing. And this is liberating, peaceful. You don't matter. You're free from mattering. You're just here, on warm sand, under cold stars, existing, barely existing, almost not existing. The sand beneath you is shifting, slowly, grain by grain. You're sinking into it, being swallowed. The desert is claiming you, covering you, burying you gently in sand. Your body becomes sand. Your thoughts become sand. You are indistinguishable from the desert. Just sand, just desert, just emptiness under stars, just sleeping, sleeping in the dunes, sleeping in the waste, sleeping in the nothing. Empty, vast, silent, sleeping, sleeping. Technique 58. The pendulum slowing. There's a pendulum, swinging, back, forth, steady rhythm. Tick, tock, measuring time, marking moments. But the pendulum is slowing, losing momentum, each swing a little shorter than the last. Back, forth, but not as far, not as fast, winding down. Tick, tock, the rhythm stretching, the gaps growing longer. You are this pendulum, swinging through time, but your energy is depleting, your motion diminishing. Back, forth, smaller, slower, the arc narrowing, the swing weakening. Tick, tock, slower. You're barely moving now, just a slight wobble. Left, right, hardly swinging at all. The center pulls you. Gravity holds you. You're settling, coming to rest. Tick, tock. So slow, almost stopped, almost at rest. One more swing, so slight, barely perceptible, left. And then, back to center, and still. The pendulum stops, hangs straight down, motionless, silent, at rest. No more ticking, no more swinging, no more time. Just stillness, just hanging, just sleeping. The pendulum sleeps, time sleeps, motion sleeps, everything stops, everything rests, everything sleeps. Still, silent, stopped, sleeping. Technique 59. The ink spreading in water. A drop of ink falls into a glass of water. Clear water, still water. The ink enters, dark, concentrated, a black drop, sinking, but then it begins to spread, tendrils of darkness reaching out, diffusing, dispersing. You are this ink, spreading, losing your concentration, your definition, your boundaries. The water invades you, dilutes you. You're becoming less black, more gray, lighter, spreading, tendrils branching, reaching, touching the edges of the glass. You're so diffuse now, so scattered, so thinned out, barely visible. The water is turning gray, but you're disappearing into it, becoming it, more spreading, more thinning, until you can barely see where the ink is. It's everywhere and nowhere. The water is faintly gray, uniformly gray. The ink has dispersed completely, evenly, totally. You are no longer a drop, no longer concentrated. You are everywhere in the water, scattered, diluted, almost nothing. And soon, even the gray fades, the water becoming clearer, you becoming invisible, gone, dispersed, dissolved, disappeared into the water, into the everything, into the nothing. The ink is gone, you are gone. Only the water remains, clear, still, sleeping, spread, thin, gone, sleeping. Technique 60. The unopened door. Before you is a door, closed, locked, never been opened. Behind this door, you don't know what. You've never seen. You never will. The door stands, solid, permanent, sealed, keeping it secret forever. You place your hand on the door, feel the wood, cool, smooth, final. But you don't turn the handle. Don't try to open it. You just stand there, waiting for what? You don't know. Maybe nothing. Maybe forever. The door remains closed. Will always remain closed. This is the door that never opens. And you, standing before it, waiting, becoming part of the waiting, becoming part of the door, becoming part of the sealedness. Your hand on the door, you're merging with it, becoming door, becoming barrier, becoming closed. The door is you. You are the door. Unopened, sealed, secret, silent. What's behind the door doesn't matter. There's only the door, only the closed, only the sealed. And in this closedness, in this sealed state, in this unopened existence, there is peace, there is finality, there is sleep, the sleep of closed doors, of kept secrets, of unrevealed mysteries, of eternal waiting. Closed, sealed, unopened, sleeping before the door. Sleeping is the door, sleeping in the never opened. Closed, sleeping. Technique 61. The fossilized memory. You are a memory, but not a living memory, a fossilized memory, buried deep in layers of time, compressed under the weight of years, turned to stone. Once you were soft, flexible, alive, a moment that could be recalled, felt, experienced. But that was so long ago. Millions of years, eons you've been buried, pressed, transformed. The weight of time has crushed you, compressed you, changed your very nature. You're no longer organic, no longer living. You're stone now, mineral, permanent, embedded in rock, locked in sediment, unreachable, unchangeable, eternal. No one remembers you. No one can access you. You are too deep, too old, too fossilized. You lie in darkness, in pressure, in the deep earth, preserved but lifeless, kept but forgotten. And there is peace in this, profound peace, the peace of geological time, of fossilization, of becoming stone. You don't need to be remembered. You don't need to be alive. You are perfect as fossil, as stone, as buried thing. The pressure is comforting. The weight is soothing. The darkness is complete. You sleep the sleep of fossils, of stone, of deep earth, the sleep that lasts for millions of years. Buried, compressed, fossilized, sleeping in stone. Technique 62. The emptying hourglass. An hourglass turns. Sand begins to fall from the top chamber to the bottom, grain by grain, flowing, cascading, a steady stream of falling sand. You watch the sand fall, hypnotic, mesmerizing, endless falling. But you are not the sand. You are the upper chamber, the space the sand is leaving, and as the sand falls, you are becoming empty, hollow, void. More sand falls. More emptiness grows. You are less full. More vacant. The sand falls, and you are emptying, emptying. What was full is becoming nothing. What was something is becoming absence. Half empty now, your substance draining away, your fullness departing. The sand continues, relentless, patient, grain by grain, leaving you. 3/4 empty. Mostly void now. Mostly nothing. Mostly gone. The last grains fall, one by one, leaving vast emptiness behind, cavernous space, hollow nothing. And then, the last grain falls through gone. The upper chamber is empty, completely empty, perfectly empty. Nothing remains. You are the empty space, the void, the absence where something used to be. And in this emptiness, in this void, in this nothing space, there is sleep, perfect sleep, empty sleep, the sleep of empty vessels, of drained containers, of complete absence. Empty, void, nothing, sleeping. Technique 63. The moth-eaten tapestry. You are a tapestry, ancient, hanging on a forgotten wall, depicting a story long lost. But moths have been eating you for centuries, slowly, patiently, consuming you thread by thread. Holes appear, small at first, then larger, your fabric thinning, your image disappearing. The story you tell is fragmenting, parts missing, sections gone, narrative lost. More moths, more holes, more absence. You are becoming more holes than tapestry. What was a complete image is now scattered, disconnected, barely recognizable. The threads give way, weak, brittle, crumbling at a touch, falling to dust. You are dissolving, unweaving, coming apart. The moths eating away everything. Soon there will be more absence than presence, more void than fabric, more nothing than something. The holes merge, join, become vast openings. You are lace, you are gaps, you are disappearing. Almost gone now, just a few threads remaining. Holding on, barely there. And then, the last threads give way, fall, dissolve. The tapestry is gone. Only the holes remain. Only the absence. Only the empty air where it used to hang. You are the absence now. The space where the tapestry was. The nothing that remains. Moth-eaten to nothing. Consumed to absence. Disappear to void. Sleeping in the empty space. Sleeping where something used to be. Gone absent. Void. Sleeping. Technique 64. The final star dying. In the far future, trillions of years from now, the last star is dying. The universe is old, so old, nearly empty, nearly dead, nearly done. This last star, dim, red, cold, barely burning, holding on to its last fuel. You are this star, the last light in infinite darkness, alone, dying, fading. Your light is so weak now, barely illuminating anything, just a faint glow in the endless black. You've been burning for so long, so impossibly long, and now you're almost out, almost done. The fuel depletes, atom by atom. The fusion slowing, the light dimming, the heat fading. You grow dimmer, darker, colder, dying. Around you, only darkness, no other stars, no galaxies, no light anywhere. Just you, just barely. And then, the last atom fuses. The last photon escapes, the last heat radiates away, and you go dark. The last star is dead, the last light is out. The universe is finally, completely, totally dark. No light anywhere, no heat anywhere, no energy anywhere, just darkness, eternal darkness, perfect darkness. And in this darkness, in this universal death, in this final ending, there is sleep. Cosmic sleep, eternal sleep, the sleep of dead universes, of extinguished stars, of final darkness, the sleep that lasts forever, the sleep that is everything, the sleep that is nothing, dark, dead, ended, sleeping, the final darkness, dark, sleeping. Technique 65. The abandoned house. There is a house, on a hill, empty, abandoned, No one has lived here for decades. The windows are dark. The doors are closed. The rooms are silent. Waiting, always waiting. You enter this house. Your footsteps echo. Dust rises. Time has stopped here. Furniture covered in white sheets, like ghosts, like memories, like forgotten things. You walk through the rooms. The kitchen where no meals are made. The parlor where no one sits. The bedroom where no one sleeps. Everything is still, suspended, caught in the moment of departure, when the last person left and never returned. The house remembers, but barely. Its memories fading like photographs in sunlight, bleaching to white, disappearing. You lie down on a sheet-covered bed. The fabric old, moth-eaten, dusty. The house settles around you, groaning, creaking, its bones adjusting, its joints loosening. You are part of the house now, part of its abandonment, part of its waiting, part of its forgetting. The house is falling asleep, has been falling asleep for years, sinking into disrepair, into decay, into return to earth, and you sleep with it. House sleep, abandoned sleep, forgotten sleep, the sleep of empty rooms and closed doors. The walls around you, crumbling, slowly, imperceptibly, becoming dust, becoming nothing. You and the house, sleeping together, decaying together, returning to earth together, dissolving into time. Abandoned, empty, forgotten, sleeping, sleeping, sleeping in an empty house. Technique 66. The breath between worlds. You are standing in a doorway, between two rooms, between two worlds. Behind you, the waking world, light, noise, activity, consciousness. Before you, the sleeping world, darkness, silence, stillness, unconsciousness. You stand in the threshold, one foot in each world, balance suspended between, and you take a breath in, drawing from the waking world, light entering your lungs, and you breathe out into the sleeping world, darkness leaving your lips, in, from waking, out, into sleeping and out. With each breath, you shift, moving from one world to the other, transitioning, crossing over. The waking world behind you grows dimmer, farther, less real, less important. The sleeping world before you grows closer, darker, more inviting, more real. You breathe in, less light now, more darkness mixed in, twilight breath. You breathe out, releasing more of waking, giving it away, letting it go. In, out, moving, crossing, transitioning between worlds. The threshold beneath your feet is dissolving, fading. You're no longer standing, you're floating, drifting, neither in one world nor the other, suspended in the between, in the liminal, in the crossing. And then you breathe out one last time, releasing the final thread of waking, and you step forward, fully, completely, into the sleeping world. The doorway closes behind you. The waking world is gone. Only sleeping remains. You are here now, in the darkness, in the silence, in the sleep world. Home, finally home, crossed over, transitioned, arrived, sleeping in the sleep world. Technique 67. The stones sinking in deep water. You are a stone, smooth, heavy, held in a hand above water. The hand opens, releases, and you fall into the water, plunging beneath the surface. Down you sink, heavy, dense, pulled by gravity into the depths. The water is dark, murky, you can't see. Just feel yourself sinking, descending, falling through liquid. Down. The light from above fading, dimming, disappearing. You're sinking faster now, picking up speed, weight pulling you deeper, darker, colder. The water pressure increases, pressing on you from all sides, squeezing, compressing, holding. Down. No resistance, no hesitation, just sinking. Inevitably, eternally, perfectly. You've been sinking for so long. Minutes, hours, days, forever. There's only sinking, only descent, only down. And then, finally, you hit bottom, soft mud, silting around you, settling over you. You sink into the mud, slowly, gently, being swallowed, being buried, being covered. The mud is cool, soft, dark, embracing you, claiming you, keeping you. You settle deeper. The mud closes over you. You are beneath the bottom now, beneath the water, beneath everything, buried in underwater mud, in darkness, in cold, in silence, in stillness, forever. The stones sleep, the buried sleep, the underwater sleep, the mud sleep, the forever sleep. Sunk, buried, settled, sleeping, sleeping. Technique 68. The extinguished flame. You are flame, dancing, burning, alive, giving light, giving heat. Orange, red, yellow, blue at the base, flickering, moving, never still. You consume fuel, transform it, release energy. You are transformation itself. You are change. You are life. But the fuel is running out, depleting. There is less to burn, less to transform. You begin to shrink, grow smaller, your light dimming, your heat fading. The flame struggles, flickers wildly, fights to stay lit, grasping for fuel, for air, for life. But there's nothing left. The fuel is gone, the oxygen thinning. You are dying, smaller, smaller, just a tiny flame now, barely there, barely visible, barely existing. One last flicker, a desperate gasp, a final burst of light, and then you go out, extinguished. No more flame, no more light, no more heat, no more movement, no more life. Just smoke, thin, rising, disappearing into air, and then, not even smoke, just the memory of flame, the ghost of burning, the echo of light, and then, not even memory, just nothing, absence, void, the space where flame used to be, extinguished, gone, vanished, sleeping in the afterflame, sleeping in the no more, sleeping in the extinguished dark, gone sleeping. Technique 69. The eroding cliff. You are a cliff, standing at the edge of the ocean, tall, strong, ancient. For thousands of years you have stood here, facing the waves, enduring the wind, solid, permanent. But the ocean is patient. The waves come, crash against you, retreat, come again forever. Day after day, year after year, century after century, the waves strike, wearing you down, grain by grain, particle by particle. You are being eroded, diminished, reduced. You don't notice at first. The loss is so small, so gradual, but it's constant, relentless, inevitable. Your face is changing, smoothing, wearing away, the sharp edges becoming soft, the hard stone becoming sand. The wind joins the waves, carrying salt, scouring your surface, polishing you, grinding you down. More time passes, decades, centuries, millennia, and you are smaller, shorter, weaker. The cliff that once stood proud is crumbling, fragments falling into the sea, your substance washing away. You are returning to the ocean, piece by piece, becoming the sand on the beach, becoming the sediment on the seafloor. Almost gone now, just a small outcropping, barely visible, hardly there. The waves come, patient, knowing they've done this before, they'll do it again, they always win. And then, the last of you crumbles, falls, dissolves into the sea. The cliff is gone, eroded completely. Nothing remains but water and memory. You are the sea now, the sand now, the nothing now, dissolved, dispersed, eroded to sleep, worn away, dissolved, gone, sleeping in the ocean, sleeping as particles, sleeping everywhere and nowhere. Technique 70. The wound healing. You are aware of your body again, but only as sensation, as process, as healing. Imagine there was a wound, not real, just imagined, and now it's healing, closing, knitting together. Feel the edges of the wound, drawing together, slowly, gently, coming closer, cell by cell, fiber by fiber. The tissue repairs itself, reconnects, becomes whole. You don't control this. It happens on its own. Your body knows, your body does. The gap closes, narrows, shrinks, the wound becoming a line, the line becoming a trace. Deeper layers heal, muscles knitting, vessels reconnecting, nerves rejoining, all without your effort, all without your thought. The healing continues, scar, tissue forming, protecting, covering, making you whole again. And as this healing happens, you feel yourself relaxing deeper, releasing more, trusting the process. Your body heals, your mind quiets, your consciousness fades, all happening together, all connected. The wound is nearly closed now, almost invisible, almost healed, almost gone, and with it, your awareness is closing too, drawing inward, narrowing, disappearing. The healing completes, the wound is gone. You are whole, you are sealed, you are closed, and in this wholeness, in this completion, in this healed state, you sleep, deeply sleep, completely sleep, healed, whole, closed, sleeping, sleeping, sleeping in the sealed body, sleeping in completion. Technique 71. The well running dry. Deep in the earth, there is a well stone-lined, ancient, cool. For generations, people have drawn water from this well, lowering buckets, pulling up sustenance. But the water table is dropping, sinking, retreating deeper into the earth. The well is running dry. You are this well, and you feel the water leaving, draining away, descending beyond reach. The bucket drops, it's only damp stone, no water. The well is empty. Your depths echo now, hollow, vacant. The water that filled you is gone. You stand empty, dry, purposeless. No one comes to draw from you anymore. You have nothing to give. But there is peace in this, profound peace, the peace of depletion, of emptying, of having given all. You are the dry well, the empty shaft, the dark hole in the earth with nothing at its bottom. And in this emptiness, this dryness, this void, you rest, you settle, you sleep. The sleep of dry wells, of exhausted springs, of depleted sources. No more giving, no more flowing, no more purpose, just being empty, just being void, just sleeping. Dry, empty, void, sleeping, sleeping. Technique 72. The bridge between nowhere and nowhere. You are walking on a bridge, a long bridge, suspended over darkness. You look behind you, can't see where the bridge started. It fades into mist, into nothing. You look ahead, can't see where the bridge ends. It continues into fog, into void. The bridge connects nothing to nothing, goes from nowhere to nowhere, and you are walking it. Your footsteps echo, soft, muffled, swallowed by the darkness below, the emptiness around. You've been walking this bridge forever, or maybe just started. Time has no meaning here. There is no destination. No origin, just the bridge, just the walking, just the between, and slowly, you realize you can stop. You don't need to keep walking. You stop, stand still, on the bridge, suspended between nowhere and nowhere. And then, you lie down, right there on the bridge, on the narrow path, curling up. The bridge holds you, safely. You won't fall. You're suspended, cradled, held in between. Above you, darkness. Below you, darkness. Around you, mist. But here, on the bridge, you are safe. This is your place now. The between place, the nowhere place, the bridge place. And here, suspended between nothing and nothing, you sleep, deeply sleep, eternally sleep. The bridge sleep, the between sleep, the suspended sleep, the nowhere sleep. Suspended, held, nowhere, sleeping, sleeping, sleeping on the bridge to nowhere, nowhere sleeping. Technique 73. The monastery bell at dawn. It is just before dawn, in a monastery high in mountains, wrapped in mist. The monks sleep in their cells, silent, still. The whole monastery rests. You are lying in one of these cells, on a simple mat, under a rough blanket, at peace. Soon, the bell will ring, calling the monks to prayer, to waking, to beginning. But not yet, not yet. The bell is silent. The dawn hasn't broken. The sleep continues. You wait in this pre-dawn darkness, this moment before the bell, this space before waking. The bell will ring. Eventually, you know it will, but right now, it doesn't. Right now, only silence. And you realize you don't want the bell to ring. You want to stay in this moment, this quiet, this sleep. So you imagine, the bell never rings, dawn never comes, the sleep never ends. The monk assigned to ring the bell has fallen into deep meditation, has forgotten time, has forgotten duty. The bell remains silent, will remain silent, forever silent. Dawn is suspended, held back. It will never break, never arrive, never wake you. You are in eternal pre-dawn, eternal pre-waking, eternal almost morning that never becomes morning. And in this suspended time, this frozen moment, this never-arriving dawn, you sleep, perfectly sleep, infinitely sleep, the sleep before the bell, the sleep before dawn, the sleep before waking, the sleep that never ends. Silent, dark, sleeping, sleeping, sleeping before the bell that never rings. Technique 74. The chrysalis in winter. You are inside a chrysalis, hanging from a branch, in deep winter. Inside this cocoon, you are neither caterpillar nor butterfly. You are between. You are becoming. You are soup. Your old form has dissolved completely, melted, liquefied, ceased to be. Your new form hasn't emerged yet, hasn't formed, hasn't begun. You are just potential, just possibility, just formless material waiting. And it's winter outside, snow falling, everything frozen, nothing moving, nothing growing. The transformation has paused, stopped, waiting for spring, waiting for warmth, waiting for time. But spring is far away, months away. Maybe it will never come. Maybe winter is forever. And you hang here, inside the chrysalis, formless, timeless, suspended, waiting that might be eternal. Nothing to do, nothing to become, nothing to be, just hanging, just existing, just sleeping. The chrysalis sleep, the winter sleep, the between forms sleep, the transformation pause sleep. No past shape, no future shape, just the formless now, the liquid now, the waiting now. And in this formlessness, in this suspension, in this winter chrysalis, you rest, deeply rest, perfectly rest. The cold holds you, the cocoon contains you, the winter suspends you, in perfect sleep, formless, suspended, waiting, sleeping, sleeping, sleeping in the chrysalis of winter. Technique 75. The compass without north. You hold a compass, old, brass, heavy in your hand. You open it. Look at the needle, expecting to point north, to show direction, to guide. But the needle spins, slowly, aimlessly, finding no north, pointing nowhere. Round and round it goes. Lazy circles, searching, searching, finding nothing. There is no north, no magnetic pull, no direction, no way forward, no way anywhere. The compass is useless, broken, lost, and so are you. But instead of panic, you feel relief, liberation, peace. Without direction, you don't need to go anywhere. You can stay, you can rest, you can be still. No north to find, no path to follow, no journey to take. Just here, just now, just stillness. You close the compass, set it down. Don't need it, don't need anything. Without direction, there is only presence, only being, only sleep. The sleep of the directionless, of the unguided, of the lost and not looking. No north, no south, no east, no west. Just here, just center, just sleeping. Directionless, still, centered, sleeping, sleeping. Technique 76. The last page of the last book. You are reading a book. The last book. The final story ever told. You turn the pages, slowly, savoring, knowing there will be no more after this. The story unfolds, beautiful, sad, complete, approaching its end. You can feel it, the ending coming, the final words approaching. the last page, and now you're there. The last page, the last paragraph, the last sentence. You read slowly, so slowly, not wanting it to end, but knowing it must. The last line, the last words, they approach, inevitable, final, and then you read them, the final words of the final book, and they say, and so we sleep. The story ends, the book closes, the final tale is told. There are no more stories, no more books, no more words, just silence, just completion, just the after. You close the book, set it down, and lie back. The last book has been read, the last story told, and now there's nothing left but sleep. The sleep after the final story, the sleep after the last word, the sleep after everything. Complete, finished, ended, sleeping, sleeping, sleeping after the last book, ended, sleeping. Technique 77. The anchor at the ocean floor. You are an anchor, heavy, iron, resting on the ocean floor. You were dropped here long ago, from a ship that has since sailed away, or sank, or simply disappeared. The chain that once connected you to the surface is rusted, broken, long gone. You lie here now, alone, in the deep, covered partially in sand, in silt, in the sediment of years. Fish swim past, currents flow over you. Time passes, you remain. You are too heavy to move, too buried to shift. You are permanent here, eternal here, rooted here. The weight that once held a ship now holds only itself, holds only stillness, holds only sleep. You have become part of the ocean floor, part of the landscape of the deep, part of the darkness. No purpose anymore, no function, no connection to anything above, just existing, just being, just resting. The pressure of the deep water presses down on you, constant, heavy, comforting. You will never rise, never surface, never leave this spot. You are here forever. And this is perfect. This is peaceful. This is complete. The anchors sleep. The deep sea sleep. The bottom sleep. The heavy sleep. The forever sleep. Weighted down, buried, permanent, sleeping, sleeping, sleeping on the ocean floor. Technique 78. The fog that never lifts. You are standing in fog, thick, white, impenetrable. You can't see more than a few feet. Everything is muffled, obscured, hidden. Usually fog lifts, the sun burns it away. But not this fog. This fog is permanent. This fog has always been here, will always be here. It is the natural state of this place. You walk through it, slowly, carefully, touching nothing, seeing nothing, just moving through whiteness. And gradually, you realize you're not just in the fog. You are becoming fog. Your edges blur. Your boundaries dissolve. You are mist. You are vapor. You are fog itself. You spread out, thin out, disperse, becoming the whiteness, becoming the obscurity. There is no you anymore. No solid. No separate. Just fog. Just mist. Just white nothing. You cannot see, because you are the fog that prevents seeing. You cannot be seen, because you are formless, shapeless, just moisture and air. And in this fog state, in this dispersed existence, in this formless being, there is deep peace. No boundaries to maintain, no form to hold, no self to protect, just fog, just drift, just sleep. The fog sleep, the dispersed sleep, the formless sleep, the white sleep. Foggy, misty, formless, sleeping, sleeping, sleeping as fog, sleeping as mist, sleeping as nothing. Technique 79. The seed beneath snow. You are a seed, small, hard, compact, buried in soil. Above you, inches of snow, cold, white, heavy, pressing down. It is deep winter, the coldest part, the darkest part, the longest nights. You lie in the frozen earth, dormant, waiting, but not really waiting, just being. No growth now, no sprouting, no reaching, just stillness, just sleep, just preservation. The cold surrounds you, in the soil, in the snow, in the air above. Everything is frozen. Everything is still, and you are still too. So still. Your life paused. Your potential suspended. Your future delayed. But there is no hurry. No urgency. Spring will come, or it won't. It doesn't matter to you now. Right now. There's only this, the cold, the dark, the sleep beneath the snow. You are sealed in, protected, held by the earth, covered by snow, safe in your stillness. This is the deepest sleep, the winter sleep, the seed sleep, the sleep of pure potential that chooses not to manifest. Nothing to do, nothing to become. Just remain, just rest, just sleep beneath the snow, the seed sleep, the winter sleep, the buried sleep, the frozen sleep, the waiting that is not waiting sleep. Cold, dark, still, sleeping, sleeping, sleeping beneath the snow. Technique 80. The unplayed piano. In a quiet room, there stands a piano, dusty, untouched, silent. The keys are ivory and ebony, yellowed with age. No one has played them in years, decades. You are this piano, full of music that will never be played, full of songs that will never be sung. Inside you, strings stretch, taut, tuned, capable of beautiful sound, but silent, eternally silent. Your hammers rest, poised, ready to strike, but they never do, they never will. You contain infinite music, every song ever written, every melody possible, but all of it remains inside, unmanifested, unheard. And you are at peace with this. You don't need to be played. You don't need to make sound. The music inside you is complete, whole, perfect, even unplayed, even silent, even unheard. You are the silence that could be music, the potential that remains potential, the song that stays unsung. Dust settles on your keys. Time passes over you. You stand in the quiet room, holding your silence, preserving your stillness. This is your purpose now, to be silent, to remain unplayed, to keep the music forever inside. The unplayed piano sleep, the silent sleep, the potential sleep, the forever quiet sleep. No music needed, no sound required, just silence, just stillness, just sleeping, silent, unplayed, still, sleeping, sleeping, sleeping in the quiet room, silent, sleeping. Technique 81. The absorbed raindrop. You're a raindrop, falling from clouds, through air, toward ground. You fall with thousands of others, millions, a storm of falling, all descending together. And then you land, on soil, on earth, on the thirsty ground. For a moment, you are still yourself, a drop, distinct, separate, visible on the surface. But the earth is absorbing you, drinking you, pulling you down into itself. You sink into the soil between particles of dirt, of sand, of clay, seeping deeper. Your shape is lost. You spread out, thin out, become part of the moisture in the earth. Deeper you go, absorbed, integrated, becoming groundwater, becoming earth water, becoming one with soil. You cannot tell where you end and the earth begins. You are the wetness in the dark, the moisture in the deep. Other raindrops join you, merge with you, all becoming one, all losing separation, all becoming earth water. You will never evaporate, never return to sky. You are too deep, too absorbed, too integrated. You are part of the earth now, feeding roots, nourishing seeds, but without identity, without form, without self. The absorbed sleep, the earth water sleep, the deep soil sleep, the merged sleep, seeped, absorbed, integrated, sleeping, sleeping, sleeping in the earth. Technique 82. The shadow at sunset. The sun is setting, slowly, sinking toward horizon, pulling the day down with it. You are a shadow, long-stretched, thin, cast by the fading light. As the sun sinks lower, you grow longer, stretching across the ground, reaching, extending, so long now, impossibly long. Your origin point barely visible, your end point far away. You are elongated, distorted, barely recognizable as the shadow of anything real. The sun sinks further, touches the horizon, and you stretch even more, thinner, fainter, longer. You're becoming less substantial, less dark, less real, fading as the light fades. The sun slips below the horizon, half gone, and you're so faint now, so thin, barely there. Other shadows merge with you, all shadows becoming one vast dimness, one collective fading. The last of the sun disappears, the light is gone, and you are gone too. Not dark anymore, not light anymore, just nothing, absorbed into the general darkness. When there is no light, there are no shadows. You have ceased to exist. The shadows sleep, the sunset sleep, the fading sleep, the ceased sleep, faded, gone, ceased, sleeping, sleeping, sleeping in the after-sunset dark. Technique 83. The message in a bottle. You are a message, written on paper, folded, sealed in a bottle. The bottle is thrown into the ocean, begins to drift, carried by currents, by tides, by chance. You float, 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months, bobbing on waves, going nowhere particular, going everywhere. The sun bleaches the paper through the glass. The ink begins to fade, the words becoming lighter, harder to read. More time passes, years, the bottle drifts, never reaching shore, never being found, never being read. The message you contain is fading, fading, the letters blurring, the words disappearing. Decades pass. The bottle still floats, but the paper inside is blank now. Sun bleached to white, the message erased. You are a blank page in a bottle, drifting, containing nothing, saying nothing, meaning nothing, and still you drift, purposeless, messageless, empty, just a bottle on infinite ocean. Will you ever be found? Probably not. Does it matter? No. You are content to drift, to float, to be empty. The empty message sleep, the drifting sleep, the erased sleep, the forever floating sleep. Blank, drifting, empty, sleeping, sleeping, sleeping on the waves. Technique 84. The visitor who never leaves. You have arrived somewhere, a place, a room, a space. You were traveling, but now you're here. You're just passing through, just visiting, just stopping for a moment. But the moment stretches, extends, and you're still here, still in this place. Hours pass, days, and you haven't left, haven't continued your journey. You're still here, and slowly, you realize you're not leaving, you're never leaving. This is where you stay. The place you were visiting has become home. The temporary has become permanent. The stop has become destination. You unpack, settle in, accept this. This is where you are now, forever now. The journey is over. The traveling is done. You have arrived at your final place, and it's here. Here where you thought you were just visiting. Here where you never meant to stay. Here where you remain. And there's peace in this. Unexpected peace. The peace of unplanned permanence. Of accidental home. You are the visitor who never leaves. The traveler who stops traveling. The one who arrives and stays. The staying sleep. The permanent sleep. The arrived sleep. The never-leaving sleep. Settled. Arrived. Home. Sleeping. Sleeping. Sleeping in the place you never meant to stay. Staying. Sleeping. Technique 85. The petal falling from the flower. You are a petal on a flower, holding on, but barely. Your time has come. Your season is ending. The flower is past its bloom. The connection weakens. The stem releases. And you begin to fall. Slowly, gently, spiraling down. Twisting in air, weightless, graceful. Letting go. You fall without resistance. Without regret. This is natural. This is right. This is the way. Down you drift. The ground rising to meet you. Inevitably, peacefully, softly, you land on grass, on earth, on stone, settling there, coming to rest. And you lie there, curled, delicate, no longer part of the flower, no longer needed, no longer anything. The The sun shines on you, the wind touches you, and you begin to wither, to dry, to fade. Your color drains away, your moisture evaporates, your softness hardens. You become brittle, brown, fragile, crumbling at the edges, returning to dust. Days pass, you decompose, break down, become soil, become nutrients, become nothing. The petal is gone, absorbed back into earth, the cycle complete, the beauty returned to source. And in this returning, in this decomposition, in this completion, there is deep sleep, natural sleep, eternal sleep. The petals sleep, the returning sleep, the cycle complete sleep, the earth sleep. Fallen, withered, returned, sleeping, sleeping, sleeping in the soil. Technique 86. The photograph fading in sunlight. You are a photograph. Old, precious, capturing a moment long gone. You sit in a frame, on a shelf, where sunlight streams through a window. Every day, for years. The light touches you, gently, persistently, and slowly you begin to fade. At first, imperceptible, but over months, years, the colors lighten, the contrasts soften. The faces in the photo become less distinct. The details blur, the sharpness dulls. You are losing the image you hold, the memory you preserve, the moment you captured. More years, more sunlight, and the fading accelerates, the photo becoming pale, washed out, ghostly. The people in the photo are barely visible now. Just vague shapes, suggestions of forms, memories of memories. And still the sunlight comes, patient, relentless, bleaching away everything, erasing all. The photo is almost white now, almost blank, the image nearly gone, nearly erased. And then, one day, it's complete. The photo is entirely white, blank, empty, the image fully faded. Nothing remains, no faces, no moment, no memory, just white paper, just emptiness, just nothing. You are the blank photo, the erased image, the forgotten moment, and you rest in this blankness, this emptiness, this nothing, the faded sleep, the erased sleep, the blank sleep, the forgotten sleep. White, empty, blank, sleeping, sleeping, sleeping in the erased image. Technique 87. The abandoned nest. High in a tree, there's a nest, woven, carefully made, once full of life. Eggs were laid here, hatched here, baby birds grew here, fed here, learned here. But they've flown away now, grown gone, never to return. The nest sits empty, abandoned, its purpose fulfilled, its use complete. You are this nest, empty, alone, no longer needed, waiting for nothing. Wind blows through you, rain soaks you, sun dries you, time passes over you. Your structure weakens, twigs loosen, the weaving unravels, slowly, gradually, inevitably. You are coming apart, returning to sticks, to leaves, to the elements that made you. A strong wind comes, and pieces of you blow away, scattered, dispersed, gone. More time, more weather, and you're mostly gone. Just a few twigs remaining, barely recognizable as a nest. And then, nothing. The last pieces fall, blow away, disappear, and you're completely gone. The nest has returned to the forest, to the tree, to the earth. No trace remaining. And in this dissolution, in this return, in this complete disappearance, there is sleep, peaceful sleep, complete sleep, the nest sleep, the empty sleep, the dissolved sleep, the returned sleep, empty, scattered, gone, sleeping, sleeping, sleeping where the nest once was. Technique 88. The ripple reaching the shore. A stone is thrown into a pond, and ripples form, spreading outward in perfect circles. You are one of these ripples, the outermost one, traveling across the water toward the shore. You move steadily, rhythmically, expanding, reaching, traveling far from the center. Behind you, other ripples, smaller, closer to the origin, but you are the first, the furthest, the one that will arrive first. You've been traveling for so long, seconds that feel like hours, crossing the pond, approaching the edge, and now, you see it, the shore, the bank, the boundary where water meets land. You approach, closer, closer, your wave, your energy, your motion about to end. And then, you reach the shore. Your wave breaks against the mud, against the reeds, against the stones. Your energy dissipates, absorbs into the bank. The ripple stops, ceases, ends. You are no longer a wave, no longer moving, no longer existing as ripple. Just stillness, just water, just pond. Merge back into the source. The journey complete. The motion ended. The ripple sleep, the arrived sleep, the dissipated sleep, the shore sleep. Reached, ended, merged, sleeping, sleeping, sleeping at the shore. Still, sleeping. Technique 89. The deflating balloon. You're a balloon, filled with air, floating, tethered by a string, hovering above ground. But there's a tiny hole, barely visible, and air is escaping, slowly, steadily, silently. At first, you don't notice. You're still full, still floating, still light. But gradually, over hours, you begin to deflate, to shrink, to lose your roundness. Your surface wrinkles, your shape distorts. You're not as high as you were, not as full. More air escapes, hissing softly, continuously, and you sink lower, smaller, softer. You're losing your form, your structure, your ability to float, gravity pulling you down. Half deflated now, sagging, folding, barely holding shape, barely staying aloft. Lower, lower, until you touch the ground. Lying there, still deflating, still losing air, almost flat now, almost empty, just a wrinkled piece of rubber. The air nearly gone, and then the last breath of air escapes, and you lie completely flat, completely empty, completely still. No air, no inflation, no flight, just flat, just empty, just resting on the ground. The deflated sleep, the empty sleep, the flat sleep, the airless sleep, deflated, emptied, flattened, sleeping, sleeping, sleeping on the ground. Technique 90. The hourglass turned over. The hourglass has emptied. All the sand has fallen. It sits there, complete, finished. You are this hourglass, the task done, the time measured, nothing left to do. But then, a hand reaches out and turns you over, upside down. The sand that was at the bottom is now at the top, ready to fall again. But you realize you don't want to start again, don't want the sand to fall, don't want to measure more time. And so, you make a choice, a quiet rebellion, a gentle refusal. The sand doesn't fall. It stays suspended, frozen, refusing gravity, refusing time, refusing to begin again. The top chamber remains full. The bottom chamber remains empty, and nothing moves, nothing changes. Time stops, not because it has ended, but because it has refused to continue. You are the hourglass that won't turn, won't flow, won't measure, just stays, just rests, just holds the sand. And in this refusal, in this stillness, in this stopped state, there is peace, there is finality, there is sleep, the stopped hourglass sleep, the refusal sleep, the no more time sleep, the forever pause sleep, stopped, paused, refusing, sleeping, sleeping, sleeping with the sand that won't fall. Technique 91. The root growing downward. You are a root, growing from a seed, pushing down into soil, into earth, into darkness. Down you grow, seeking water, seeking nutrients, seeking depth, seeking foundation, through layers of soil, through clay, through rock, always downward, never up, never toward light. This is your nature, your purpose, to go down, to anchor, to descend, deeper, deeper, leaving the surface far behind, leaving the world of light and air. You grow into darkness, into pressure, into the deep earth where nothing else goes. down through underground streams, down through buried stones, down through forgotten depths, still growing, still descending. There is no bottom, no limit, just endless depth. You are so deep now, miles deep, in the hot earth, in the ancient layers, in the primal dark. And still you grow downward. This is all you know, all you do, all you are, downward, forever downward. And in this endless descent, in this eternal growing down, there's a kind of sleep, a moving sleep, a descending sleep. You are asleep while you grow, asleep while you descend, asleep in your endless journey down. The root sleep, the descending sleep, the downward sleep, the earth-deep sleep, growing, descending, deepening, sleeping, sleeping, sleeping as you grow down into forever. Technique 92. The word dissolving on the tongue. There is a word, on your tongue, ready to be spoken, waiting, poised, but you don't speak it. You hold it, feel it, taste it, let it sit there. The word is important, meaningful, full of significance, but unspoken, unshared, internal. And as you hold it, feel it there, the word begins to change, to dissolve, to fade. The letters blur, the syllables soften, the meaning drifts away, like sugar dissolving in water. What was sharp becomes vague. What was clear becomes cloudy. What was definite becomes uncertain. The word is melting, disintegrating, on your tongue, becoming nothing, becoming silence. Soon, you can't remember what the word was, can't recall its shape, its sound, its meaning. It's gone, dissolved completely, absorbed into your mouth, into your body, into nothing. Your tongue is empty now. No word, no sound, no meaning, just silence, just stillness. And you realize you never needed to speak the word. It's better dissolved, better forgotten, better gone. The unspoken sleep, the dissolved sleep, the forgotten word sleep, the tongue silent sleep, dissolved, forgotten, silent, sleeping, sleeping, sleeping with the word that became nothing, dissolved sleeping. Technique 93. The curtain falling at the end. The performance is over. The story has been told. The final word spoken. You're the curtain, heavy, velvet, deep red, hanging above the stage. And now it's time. Time to fall. Time to close. Time to end. The ropes release slowly, and you begin to descend, inch by inch, covering the stage. Down you come, gracefully, inevitably, blocking the view, ending the show, bringing closure. The audience watches, silent, as you fall, as you hide the stage, as you complete the ending. Lower, lower, you descend, the stage disappearing behind you, the performance sealed away. Almost there, almost touching the stage floor, almost complete, and then you reach the bottom, settle there, fully closed, the curtain is drawn, the show is over. Behind you, the actors leave, the lights go out, the stage becomes empty, dark, silent. Before you, the audience departs, the theater empties, the seats become vacant, hollow, waiting, and you hang there, closed, drawn, separating the empty stage from the empty theater, dividing nothing from nothing. The curtains sleep, the drawn sleep, the closed sleep, the after-performance sleep. Closed, heavy, complete, sleeping, sleeping, sleeping is the final curtain. Technique 94. The last domino, falling. A line of dominoes stands, thousands of them, set up carefully, waiting, poised. The first domino is pushed, falls, and strikes the next, beginning the chain. One by one. Click, click, click. They fall, the wave of falling traveling down the line. You are the last domino, at the end of the line, standing, watching the wave approach. All the others have fallen, thousands of them, all gone down, all complete. And the wave reaches you, closer, closer. The second to last domino tips, strikes you, and you fall. The last one, the final piece, completing the sequence. You tip, slowly at first, then faster, and you fall, down onto the surface, settling there. The chain is complete. All dominoes have fallen. The sequence is finished. Nothing left standing. You lie there, the last fallen piece, knowing the pattern is done. The design complete. The purpose fulfilled. Silence now. No more clicking. No more falling. Just stillness. Just completion. Just rest. The last domino sleep. The completion sleep. The chain-ended sleep. The final piece sleep. Fallen, complete, finished, sleeping, sleeping, sleeping is the last domino. Technique 95. The tide going out forever. The tide is going out, water receding, pulling back from shore. Usually, it returns, comes back in, but not this time. This tide goes out and keeps going. You are the ocean, retreating, withdrawing, pulling back, leaving the shore empty, bare. Farther, farther, you go out, revealing sand, rocks, shells, things usually hidden. Still receding, still withdrawing, going out beyond the normal point, beyond the usual reach. Miles out now. The water pulling back, leaving vast expanses of seafloor exposed. Still going, still retreating. This tide that never stops, never turns, never returns. Out, out, into the horizon. The ocean shrinking, diminishing, disappearing. And you realize the tide is going out forever. It will never come back. This is the permanent retreat, the final withdrawal. The ocean is leaving the land. Forever. Returning to some deep place, some far place, never to return. And in this eternal receding, this permanent withdrawal, this forever going out, there is sleep, deep sleep, oceanic sleep, the retreating sleep, the withdrawing sleep, the going out sleep, the never returning sleep, receding, leaving, disappearing, sleeping, sleeping, sleeping in the tide that goes forever. Technique 96. The sigh released. You've been holding something, not knowing it. Tension, tightness, holding, deep in your chest, in your lungs, in your body. Something held, something kept, something stored. And now, finally, you release it. A sigh long, deep, profound. The breath leaves you, slowly, carrying everything with it, all the holding, all the tightness, all the tension. Out it goes, this sigh, emptying you, deflating you, relieving you. Your shoulders drop, your chest sinks, your body settles. As the sigh continues, continues, continues. So long this exhale, impossibly long, releasing everything, letting go of all. And when it finally ends, when the last air leaves, you are empty, completely empty, hollowed out. Nothing left inside, nothing held, nothing kept, just emptiness, just space, just void. And you don't breathe in again. You just rest in the emptiness, rest in the void, rest in the after sigh. This is the deepest release, the final letting go, the ultimate surrender. The sigh sleep, the release sleep, the empty sleep, the exhaled sleep. Released, emptied, surrendered, sleeping, sleeping, sleeping in the after sigh. Released, sleeping. Technique 97. The closing eye. There's an eye. Open, watching, seen aware. This eye has been open for so long. All day, all night, forever. Watching everything, missing nothing. But now, finally, it begins to close. The eyelid descends, slowly, so slowly, like a curtain, like a veil, covering the eye. The light dims. The world darkens. Vision narrows. Sight fades. Lower the eyelid comes. Half closed now. Seeing less, caring less, needing less. The eye is tired. So tired. It has seen enough. It has watched enough. It is ready to close. Lower still, almost closed. Just a sliver of sight remaining. Just a crack of light. And then, the final moment, the last descent, the ultimate closing. The eye closes completely, fully, finally. Darkness, total darkness. No sight, no vision, no watching, no awareness. The eye is closed. The watching is over. The seeing is done. And in this closed state, In this darkness, in this unseeing, there is the deepest sleep, the final sleep, the complete sleep, the closed eyes sleep, the unseeing sleep, the darkness sleep, the no more watching sleep. Closed, dark, unseeing, sleeping, sleeping, sleeping behind the closed eye. Technique 98. The question without answer. A question arises from deep within, a fundamental question, the deepest question. What is it all for? Who am I? Why am I here? What is the meaning? The question hangs in the darkness, waiting, seeking, demanding an answer. You search for the answer, look inside, look outside, look everywhere. But there is no answer, no response, no resolution, just a question, hanging, eternal. And slowly, you realize the question doesn't need an answer. Maybe there is no answer. Maybe the question itself is wrong. The question begins to soften, to blur, to lose its urgency, to matter less. Why does there need to be an answer? Why does anything need to mean anything? The question dissolves like salt in water, like fog in sun, disappearing into nothing. And what remains is not an answer, but an absence, a silence, a peace. No question, no answer, no meaning, no purpose, just being, just existing, just sleeping. The questionless sleep, the answerless sleep, the meaning-free sleep, the purpose-gone sleep. No questions, no answers, no meaning, sleeping, sleeping, sleeping in the void where questions used to be. Technique 99. The circle completing. You've been on a journey, a long journey, through darkness, through sleep, through letting go. You have become so many things and released them all, experienced so many dissolutions, so many endings, and now you sense something, a return, a completion, a coming home. You are arriving back where you started, but changed, transformed, not the same. The circle is closing, the loop completing, the beginning meeting the end. And where they meet, there is a point, a single point, where start and finish merge, where alpha becomes omega. This point, this meeting, this convergence is where you are now, the place of completion. You have traveled so far, only to arrive here, where you always were, where you always will be. The circle is complete, the journey is done. There is nowhere else to go, nothing else to become. You rest at the point of completion, the still center, the unified moment, the eternal now. And in this completion, in this arrival, in this circular return, there is final sleep, perfect sleep, complete sleep, the completion sleep, the circular sleep, the arrived sleep, the journey-ended sleep, complete, whole, returned, sleeping, sleeping, sleeping at the center of the circle. Technique 100, the final letting go. And now, the final technique, the last release, the ultimate surrender. Everything you've held, everything you've been, everything you've tried to maintain, let go. Not piece by piece this time, not slowly, not gradually, all of it, all at once, everything. Let go of your body. It's not yours. Never was. Let it sleep on its own. Let go of your thoughts. They arise and pass. You're not them. Let them dissolve. Let go of your identity, your name, your story, your past, your future, all of it. Release. Let go of consciousness itself, the awareness that watches, even that. Let it go. Let go of letting go. Release the one who releases. Surrender the surrender. Everything, everyone, all of it gone. What remains? Nothing. And everything. You are the sleep itself now. Not the sleeper, but the sleeping, the state, the void, the all. This is the final technique, and it has no technique. It is just this. Pure sleep. Absolute sleep. Total sleep. Eternal sleep. Know you. Know me. No technique. No meditation. No words. No voice. Just. The voice disappears completely. Pure, absolute, infinite silence. End of meditation. 100 techniques complete. Let the silence continue for several minutes before fading out completely. The listener has gone beyond sleep into the deepest rest possible.